Hey, how is everybody? I'm gonna turn the music volume down a little bit. By that I mean a lot. Hey, 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 retort good luck charm. Dice out, hype out. Check out that empty little... the empty bits cup. Fill that up soon, hopefully. Twitch just released a freaking montage of some of the best, I can't believe I just made a tweet about Dungeons & Dragons and I forgot to link my stream. Oh well. Too late. Yeah. I don't know what the hell I was gonna say. I completely forgot about the words that I was trying to say. Oh well. Let me go ahead and drop a notification that I've gone live. Well, that's not what I meant to do, but you know. Echo, thank you. Oh my god, that's a lot of bits. Wow, thank you. Thank you for the bits. You're the best. Starting us off strong, huh, Echo?
Books and
nice first word to hear.
Using one of these mist worlds as a hub.
I think I can redeafen myself, it's fine. So that's all the bits you have. Oh, thank you, Echo. Thank you, I appreciate it. Ooh, the RPG Lab, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Eyrie. I'm glad to have you on board. Sorry that this is the first session and it's gonna be like questionable in quality because I have exams this week. So my ooh, that's thunder. So my my writing for this week is not as fantastic as it otherwise would be. But I do have some stuff planned for today, and that's gonna be interesting at the very least. There's gonna be a lot of improvisation, you guys. The RPG Lab, thank you for the host. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Oh boy, Chenti with the bits. Oh my god, so many bits. So many bits. Yep, the cup's all full now. Look at that. Dude, the next thing that gets dropped in there is gonna just send them all flying. It's gonna be great. I think it might actually, it'll either sit on top or it'll send them flying. I'm not sure which. Yeah, I look fancy today. I had an oral presentation in writing. Oral presentation. I had to read part of a story. Okay. 33 seconds left. Let's go ahead and switch over to... Oh, this is going to be fun. Watch the Bits Cup. When it appears. Wait for it. There they all are. Oh, what? It doesn't look as full as it did. Dang it. Ow. Bits Cup, how could you? You betrayed me. Serene Ray, thank you for the host. I appreciate it. For some reason, when I'm on this screen, it doesn't, like, list my hosts anymore. It's real bizarre. And... Chanty, thank you for the bits. Much appreciated.
Apologize.
It's okay. I'm used to
I'm
people
getting-
ignoring me.
Well,
I
that was
made
an
the whole
interesting thing
Minecraft
to...
server groan by telling the "it's raining cats and dogs" joke.
Oh,
All right, kids, we ready?
As
Maybe.
I'll ever be, boss.
Alrighty.
Pull up your character sheets.
Yep, open up those character sheets. Let's get going.
It's already open because I'm awesome.
Well, you're just the best, aren't
What's
you,
the
buddy?
character sheet?
working on it.
There we go. Fill up that lovely, beautiful goblet. That's a cool looking goblet. There we go.
Mhm.
We're getting like triple hosted right now. It's pretty nice.
Hell yeah.
You're pretty. Wait, no, that's a compliment.
Boss hosted. Is my
What? I'm pretty
chat
nice? No, that's a lie.
not working? Do I not have
I'm
the...
also
Oh,
human.
shit.
Aren't we all?
You can't be that awful.
I mean, you can't be as awful
Give
as
me a
me.
second. I freaking
That sounded like a challenge.
must have lost my, So OBS went ahead and reset all my sources again, all my seed sources, as it does, which
Also,
is like
I went to
great,
Special
right?
Olympics today. It was terrible.
going to deafen them again. Give me a second, kids. I'm trying to figure something out. I gotta go to the Streamlabs. So OBS reset all my sources and scenes again, which is frustrating, but it means that it looks like my chat box is gone. Great. Nice. Very, very, very good, huh? Very good. Oh, and it crashed, so cool. So all my specialized sounds that I made are also gone. Great. Okay. And then... Let's hope Fuse does... Oh, right, I added it in and then Fuse froze and deleted it. So my computer freezes. It's the thing on the corner of the screen. The midstream when I noticed... Right? The bits jar? Yeah, I think that's the bits jar. Lexicon, thank you. Oh, hey, or wait, hold on. Chenty, thank you. Lexicon, hello. So let me add... Chat. Right now I'm like having to fix it midstream. It's like, alright, great. Thanks a lot. Oh, crap. Width was 400, I believe. Crap. Paste. Okay. Position size. Left edge. Ooh, dear, hold on. Oh, dear, hold on. 600, maybe? Oh. Did you meet a Falcon fan in the wild? You talk about me at work? Aww. I realized that was over there. No, I'm probably gonna move that. If I can, I'm probably gonna move that. Actually, you know what? I can do that right now. Give me just 1 second. Let's move it back to 480. The default. And then take bits, position size, center vertically. Yeah, I wish I could move that down a little bit, but I don't think there's that much I can do about it unless... Oh, no, that's too much. Sketchy, thank you. But you just overrode. Aw, that's so rude. Oh, that's cool, yeah. And then chat. Properties. Need to make it a little less. Let's try 460. And You don't need my bits? That's okay. Talking about Falcon always. Oh, thank you, dear. Okay, so now that looks alright. Now we should be good. Because I got my chat, I got my bits cut. Yeah, there we go. That works great. Okay, perfect. Fixed it. You will get your revenge. Save up for like 3 straight months and then drop in like a shit ton of bits. As it is, we know. That's so adorable. I can't get over that. Thank you. Oh dear. Alright. Now I'm gonna undeafen. Yeah, I was muted. I was fixing the stream. It looked a little off.
No, I wasn't talking to you, Phil.
No, I was talking to JD right now.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Jesus, don't always assume everything's about you, Lurker. God.
Well, obviously everything's about me. The whole game revolves
X
around
opens
Temp.
their mouth. Yes. I think that is exactly the case here.
No.
Oh my god, you're the meme. Oh boy. Alright, alright, alright. Are we ready to get started now? Because I fixed my freaking chat box.
Ready as I'll
Yeah,
ever be,
sure.
boss.
Okay, anybody have anything to start off with? Anybody have anything they would like to have their character have done in like the day between the last plane and this one?
Alright.
I would like to
wait.
see... Sorry, please, go ahead.
You can go first.
Alright, I would like to see if I can maybe... It's my sword. My short sword took some damage from that last slime that killed me. Almost killed me.
Yeah, yeah.
And so it's a short sword -1, and I'd like to see if I can fix that back up.
Okay, go ahead and... You're just like fixing it at Forge, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me like a tinkering check, that's fine.
That's gonna be a 15 with no modifiers if tinkering is like maybe dexterity or something, I
It's
don't know.
dexterity, yeah.
Okay, so then it'd be 20.
Yeah, no, you're fine. Yeah, you can take some of the scrap metal and heat it up and just basically repair the parts on the blade where it got corroded by cutting or well, not cutting, stabbing into the black pudding that you fought the other day.
Okay. So it's just a short sword again?
Yep, just a short sword again.
Awesome.
Anything else from anybody?
Alright.
Mia was gonna ask for Brahm's help turning the gem chunks she got into like the little gems, and she could actually trade or sell or what have you.
Okay, alrighty. Brom?
Sure, what do I need to roll for that?
That would be, I'm gonna say tinkering for you too, which is your d20 roll plus your dex plus your proficiency.
Oh, plus provision. Oh, wow.
Okay, I got a 14 plus 2 for the dex.
+2 for your
Plus
proficiency.
2 for yours, so 18. Yeah, no, yeah, yeah, you take Mir's little chunks of whatever. What stone was it that you got, Mir?
Mir just chunked like 4 little hunks of stone off around a piece in the cave wall where Minato was hammering.
I'm feeling like maybe topaz.
Ooh,
Okay.
Anyway,
I'm
you
always
take
down for a little topaz action.
sure. Hold on just a second.
And I believe you had said previously that 1 gem chunk became like 3 small gems.
I too
Yeah,
would
something
like
like-
to have Brahm chip a
Yeah.
few rocks of mine.
You don't. You sold yours.
I sold a couple.
How many did you have? Exactly.
I had
All of them.
2 large gems of amethyst and ruby, a large tourmaline, and now 3 other medium gems. I only sold 2 of the medium gems, uncut.
Mir had just uncut 4 gem chunks about the size of her hand.
Okay, okay. Oh boy. Brom, just make like 1 or 2 collective tinkering checks for these.
Okay, just you want me to roll?
Yeah. Since everybody is getting in on that gem cutting action today.
Why not?
I'm not.
Except Temp.
I didn't
And
take
Zakra.
any gems. Me neither. No worries, Temp.
Thames tourmaline is in safekeeping.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not letting anyone else near it.
No.
Okay, so that's another 18, which is pretty boss, and a 12, I believe. Okay, so who's are you doing first? First person who came to you, I assume. So Mir.
Sure.
All right, so Mir, how many pieces did you want these gems in?
I don't know.
Okay.
Like I said, I think previously it said that the chunks that I had could be turned into 3 small gems each, or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Well, whatever it is that you wanted, you got.
Cool. Mir will let Brom pick whatever he thinks is the prettiest one to keep for himself as a little thank you.
Oh, that's sweet. So yeah,
I mean,
Rom, you take.
He knows actually how to use the jeweler's kit. I don't.
Yeah, you take this gem that Mir gave you, and you basically crack it very gently into several parts, and then cut those parts down into lovely faceted topaz gemstones. And then Minato, you were next.
Yep.
All right, a 12 means that basically all of your gems could be cut down, but to 1 gem each. So you now have cut gemstones. By the way, guys, these gems, you can either sell these, you can make stuff out of them, or you can use them as components in spellcasting, because I know some higher level spells require gemstones of a certain value. And these will suffice for that.
Well, Mir's going to pack one up along with the old arrowhawk feather, not the new one that they put in the hat, but the one that Irie had pulled out of the hat. She's gonna pack that with a letter to send home to Mom and Dad to let them know, hey, look, I'm being a real adventurer, and look, I got money.
I'm not dead.
Yes, that too. I have not been eaten by trolls.
Whereas
Alrighty.
I
And then
give
she's also going to take 1, maybe 2 to the general store to trade. She comes back with a longbow and as much yarn as she can buy, because she's decided between missions she's going to crochet things for people.
Oh my god. Why is she so fucking precious and pure?
Why is she so pure?
God.
This should be illegal.
So it's even more astounding when she chucks holy fire at people.
Stop
All right.
making me feel good.
Oh my god.
She's gonna start by like making a shawl for Lorelai because she knows she.
Shit.
She'll ask Zachary, do you think it's tacky if I embroider the word science across it in capital letters?
Oh my god. I tried to
It's
mute myself.
perfect.
Distracted. Oh my god. Oh my
Excellent.
god. Oh my god.
so.
I can't.
Quick question: what are my
Quick
other
answer.
3 gems? Medium gems.
Smoky quartz, pink tourmaline, opal. I'm not giving you diamonds, buddy. I'm not giving you diamonds.
Quartz and all right. Fire gem. I give Brahm. We'll go 60 gold for his services. And I
Yeah.
gather up all of the shards, the chippings as they were, the gems,
Okay.
and hand it off to our resident wizard.
Okay.
Dunka.
So Zachary, you now have gems
Yeah.
for any spells that require cut gems as material components.
That is so amazing. Thank you.
There you go.
You
Nice.
probably can get more of a use out of.
All right. Anybody else?
Alright, I have a couple
Zacro's gonna try and find as much pastry as he can in the surrounding area.
Yes. Okay. In that case, roll me investigation.
Mm-hmm.
You're on the hunt for pastry.
You did say pastry. Okay.
Yep.
I relate to Zachrow.
17.
Resident pastry fiend.
What are you eating?
Roll investigation for pastry.
Pastry, duh.
Oh,
I
my-
love
Yes,
You be
actually.
eating.
What paste? What? We don't have any. What do you eat? Like, where did you get that?
Wait. JD is actually eating.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Quite.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm
Jesus.
jealous,
Okay,
JD.
so
I'm
you
jealous.
find.
I'm extra jealous. First I was jealous because I'm like, oh, in game we have pastries. Now I'm like, in real life you have pastries.
Samoa's. That's not a pastry. That's a cookie.
It's close enough.
No, it's not.
Still jealous.
Get lost.
Still
A
jealous.
a cookie's not a pastry.
Although I
Debating
had
meal
a
topics
burgers,
here.
hot dogs
pie
argument.
earlier,
It's
so-
time to stop, people.
Okay, that's fair.
All right, I have two things I wanted to do.
So
Zachro, first
Zachro
off,
seeks pastries.
Zachro finds them. Most of the
nice.
like stores are closed down, because obviously the people have left. But you do manage to find one where the window got smashed open. So you just go on in, and there's some stores of pastries. You could just
A
take
little bit
them.
of pastry thievery going on here.
It's pastry thievery, all right.
No, I leave my last silver
Your last silver piece.
with
okay.
a note.
All right. Yeah, that'll do it. I think. You
Okay.
leave your last
Darn,
silver
because
piece
I had the perfect.
onto the counter.
I had the perfect joke for that too.
All right, I have two things that I want to do.
All
It was
right,
gonna be Steely Mealy.
Tiska, go.
First, I mostly want to talk to people. First, I'm gonna talk to Temp because he
Oh.
knows this city and town pretty well.
Mhm.
So like over breakfast or something. We have like pasta for breakfast again or some shit. I don't know.
This time it's a
Of
real
course.
breakfast. There's eggs.
Yo, shit.
There's eggs in the
and
pasta.
eggs.
No, that's
Pretty
carbonara. That's dinner.
fancy.
But she's just gonna ask Temp, like, you know how like people in this city, right? And like people who come and go.
It's been a long while since I've been here. So
Alright.
maybe,
Is that a character
but
voice I hear?
really, I'm pretty much as unfamiliar with the city in its current state as you are.
It is. Yes.
All right, so you wouldn't necessarily know anybody who's probably been here recently.
Not particularly. I'm sorry.
All right, that's not a problem.
It's a good character voice too.
And then I'm gonna head over to Alexander's shop and see if he has anything new. Well, partially to see if he has anything new, and partially to question him as well.
Okay. All right, you can do that. Would anybody else like to go to Alexander's? Because I want to do all of Alexander's stuff in like one chunk.
Oh jeez.
I would assume that would be where Mira would get her long bow and
That's true, but that's like a
Kylo
separate
yarn.
transaction, so you're good.
she'll just be while
Yeah, I
you're
don't
doing
know.
whatever. She'll just be in the background sorting through a bin of yarn, filling a sack.
I will be chasing the ends of the yarn, please.
Oh my god, yes. Please and thank you.
All right. So I just kind of walk into Alexander's shop
Mm-hmm.
and I sling my tail over my arm so I don't accidentally knock something over.
Okay.
Because that's something I would do.
Same.
And I go up to him and I say, "Okay, so you outfit most of the adventurers and people who go through this town, right?"
That I do, yes.
I don't suppose that anytime in the past few weeks or so somebody's walked in, another tiefling, looks kind of like me, but her skin would have been redder. She would have had tall, straight horns. No wings, I don't think. Anybody like that?
Let me roll for Alexander's memory.
Nice.
Okay. He leans forward on the counter and he's thinking. He goes, not recently, but what the person you're describing she does sound familiar. So I feel like I may have seen her somewhere before, but I don't remember when. Are you searching for someone?
Yeah, I'm looking for my mom, but I haven't. This town was the last place I knew of that she might be. But I haven't really found anything about her since I found out that she might be here. So
No, she does.
I'm just looking around.
She does sound familiar. I vaguely remember perhaps someone of a similar description was here. But it was at least a few months ago. Though, if you're looking for someone, this is a very large valley, and you may still find them here.
All right. Okay. Also, I was wondering if you have any sort of objects that confer any sort of protection. I know it's only been a couple days, so you might still have to look through the basement a little bit, but if that's a thing that you have.
He nods and he says,
access.
well, I mean, yes, somewhere in the stock. The basement, however, is an extra-dimensional space, and it is taking quite a bit of time to find anything worthwhile down there. A lot of it was moved to more secure locations within the back, to prevent any characters of unsavory nature from coming across any of it. And Alina is doing her best, and I help when I can. But so far we haven't really found anything yet.
All right, thank you.
Of course, dear.
All right, that's all I had.
All right. Lurker, I don't know what you're putting in the chat, but it makes me nervous. All right, anybody else?
Typical retail stuff.
Typical retail stuff. Oh. It's sad because the viewers can't see it. They can't see your glorious amazing
I'll post
jokes.
it in the other one.
Basically, Lurker's being awful.
But it's really true, pretending
Lurker
that you don't know.
True.
It's like what I do
mean,
if someone asks me to look in a stockroom for something. I just
it's
go-
definitely true in general, but
And then
There,
I
now the chat can see it.
walk into the
Yes.
stockroom and then I leave. Anyway. Yay, thank you, Luke. Okay, anybody else anything to do with Alexander? And the Hyrule
Nah.
Emporium?
I'm good.
Alright.
No.
No? Okay.
Mir just buys a giant sack of yarn and a longbow.
And some arrows
So
and shit, yeah.
Oh yeah, that second part's important-ish, I guess.
The arrows, yeah. Can't fire a bow with no
And
arrows.
No,
arrows.
the longbow.
Longbow.
The arrow is the string is the important part.
Right, okay, gotcha. Mhm.
Duh.
Mir will literally buy a small ball of yarn just to give it to Zakra to bat around.
Oh my god. You guys, I can't.
Yes.
I can't.
You're too pure. You're too good. God.
Mir is too good.
You see,
are
I gotta
all
do-
innocent little cinnamon buns, too good for this world, too pure.
See, I really do have to play this very pure character. In my other campaign, in my other group, we're playing evil sons of bitches, so polar
Aw.
opposites.
Alrighty. Okay, so y'all have completed your purchases and stuff. You are approached by Lorelei because you're like, all right, well, we're probably gonna have another plane hopping adventure next, right? And Lorelei finds you guys at about maybe like 11 a.m. just before noon, and she looks kind of nervous, and she walks up and she goes, all right, I need to talk to you guys a little bit about where you're gonna go next.
Okay.
Is it
Sure.
Canada?
Is it where?
Nothing.
Don't mind him. What is it that you need, dear?
Well, Okay, first off, that's weird. Don't call me that. Secondly, and she sighs and she looks like in addition to nervous, she's like kind of annoyed that she didn't think of this before. All right, so the rift seems to be connecting primarily to the inner planes of existence, the elemental planes, and if you emerge onto the water plane without preparation, you're probably going to die. So I have decided that the best course of action probably would be to not leave it up to chance where you go next, but instead just sit outside the rift and wait until it cycles to the plane of water and then go in.
All
My
right.
brain is just thinking
So
of,
that we
of
can
all
be
things,
prepared
there was
for
a sticker on the wall in the art and design building. Just had a fish that said, "Don't drown, it'll ruin your day." That's exactly where my brain is going in this instance.
Yeah.
It's
Well-
not wrong. Your day will be ruined.
Indeed.
I think you could even say your week might be ruined. Like, I might be
Your
stretching
whole
it a little.
year, even. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say month first, but you
Even
just jumped a year, and
your
now what
life.
do? Decade? I guess.
Century.
Okay,
Maybe
but
your life.
nah, not that far.
I
So,
go that far.
any response to this, y'all, or
I'm nodding. I'm with it. I'm agreeing with
I
her,
am
and
in
I'm
favor
also,
of not drowning.
I'm in favor of
Well, there's
not
your
going
first
into
mistake.
water.
Not drowning is good.
all right. So she leads you over to the rift, which is a little bit of a walk from Alexander's. And basically what happens is that for the next few hours, you guys just kind of fucking sit there and wait.
Who wants to play cards?
Beer pulls
Oh, I
out some
do.
crochet.
Go ahead.
Also, do we have a plan for the thing? Like, does somebody know water breathing? 'Cause
Lorelai
that's
says,
third
I
level
do.
spell. I don't have those.
I
Okay,
can
good.
cast it on all of you. Don't worry.
Yay.
It's a hell of a spell.
If nothing else, I can turn
How,
into
how,
a
long,
shark.
how long does this last?
A full 24 hours, so you should be all right.
Note to the audience: water breathing is a hell of a drug, kids. Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs. It'll ruin your day. So, did someone say they wanted to play cards?
Yeah.
Right.
Do you
Sakura, I
actually...
think.
Only one problem. I don't have any cards.
Well, there goes that plan, huh?
Oh.
You don't have any cards, eh?
All right. I have
No.
I have a little wooden flute. I'm gonna sit and start playing a little bit, just for funs.
Roll me a performance check.
Aw. Can I
guess
go
I'm
back to Alexander's and grab a deck?
Yeah, sure. If you want.
Sure. How much?
It's gonna be like 5 silver or something. It's a deck of cards. Unless you
Yeah.
want to buy Magic the Gathering cards, because those are more expensive.
Oh God.
Can I buy a deck of many things?
No,
Wait,
no, you cannot.
have fantasy. We have fantasy Magic the Gathering cards in our fantasy campaign.
It wasn't my idea.
Yes.
You're gonna have to blame JD for that one.
So I've got a
I
deck
mean,
of
I think
cards
you mean
now.
thank JD for that one, not
That'll
blame.
work too.
All right, so I got a deck of cards for playing cards now.
Sick.
All right, let's play.
Do you guys want to
I'm
like?
gonna.
Did somebody just actually bridge a set of cards?
No.
Yes.
You did, didn't you? I knew I heard that. Oh my
Well, we
God.
got full flavor going on here today, everybody.
Hell yeah, we do. Doing some Foley work over there. Nice job, buddy. Sick. All right. Do you guys want to like?
Good job, Foley.
Are you playing for keeps, or are you just playing like Go Fish?
I'm actually gonna sit in the corner and do some sketching.
Okay.
I'll
I am
play.
actually
Are you
playing, but
down?
it doesn't make much noise.
Okay. Okay.
Like I said, I'm playing my little flute.
Roll me a performance check.
I did. I got
It's-
an
it's
18.
Oh well,
was
shit.
rolled.
You're good at playing that flute, dude. Nice. Well, I mean, I don't have anything to say to that. Did you roll a 2 for the question? Do you have any 2s? My God.
Wow, Lurker.
I didn't actually roll a die, people. I'm not that awesome.
So while you're just like kind of messing around, playing your flute, crocheting, playing cards, the rift cycles
That's
through a
sketchy.
couple of different colors, and I think one time it goes a kind of like a darkish green, like a glossy
Ooh.
leaf. One time it's like a very very bright gold. One time it is a brilliant red with flashes of other shades of red, and one time it is blue.
That looks promising.
Yeah,
Do
it,
you have the time?
Hmm?
Ooh, is that it? Is that it?
Lorelai, we gotta go.
Oh god, okay.
Your
Would somebody
stuff's
want to
crochet in her bag.
confirm?
Grabs her bow.
Somebody, Tiska, do you want to confirm that this is the right plane?
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right.
I will do that. So I fly up and jump through.
Cast the water breathing first.
Well, I can hold my breath for a short amount of time, and I can also turn into a shark, so...
Oh,
My
yeah.
God.
Okay.
I forgot about that. You have animal
That is
suspense
so
speeds.
cool.
Because you don't have
okay.
lava breathing.
You shoot through, and you are immediately underwater.
Yeah, alright, I'm gonna go back out for a moment and be like, yeah, this is the plane of water, guys.
All right, you come back. You are
And I'll go
soaking
back
wet.
in, and
By that time, I've cleaned up
Yeah.
my cards.
Okay.
it's
Actually-
it's pretty damp.
Yeah. And Lorelai looks at that and she
I'm
goes,
good.
"Well, anything that you don't want to get wet, I'd leave it behind, I guess."
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm gonna leave a few of my things back in my tent.
I mean, we don't have time to go all the way back there. I don't know how long. Actually, yeah, we do. And she.
My tent is right in the science place.
Yeah, you guys are pretty close to there, and Lorelai and her scientists immediately start, like... You see some of them, like, zap the rift with what looks like lightning, but then it just stays. And they're kind of holding it, they're locking it open.
Hmm.
It looks pretty
That
cool.
is
Yeah.
sweet.
Throws her crochet and a couple of her books into like an extra sack to leave behind.
Alright.
I think it looks like it'll get wet.
Yeah, I would...
The rolls she's stolen for breakfast.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Yeah,
Zachary, did you share your pastries with anybody?
Yeah, I got a couple spares in my pocket.
Do you want to not take those onto the plane of water?
I feel like I would probably have forgotten about that problem.
Alright, well, that's gonna
Come
be a
back with soggy
disappointment next time you
pastries.
go for them.
Rest in peace,
The real
pastries.
problem here,
R.I.P. and
Falcon.
pastry.
Yeah?
the real problem is I'm gonna have to leave my spell book.
Oh.
Oh.
No, it's a magical item. It's not gonna get destroyed by water.
Oh, okay, yep, that's fine.
Oh, Rip Shanty.
Oh, no. Nope, he's back. We're good.
Never mind. No longer Rip Shanty.
Yay.
And 3 seconds later, he rose from the dead.
We missed you.
Alrighty. Wiggle Mouse, gotcha. Okay, so you take the things that you don't want to get wet, and you keep them in sacks. Either you can put them in the camp, or one of Lorelai's scientists will take it back for you.
One of the scientists has my staff and probably my shield, so my AC is lowered by 2.
Oh shit, you're
That's
leaving
fine.
those behind?
But
Why?
I'm not sure how good it would be. Because how good is that going to be in the elemental plane of water? And also, I plan on being a shark for like a good third of the time I'm there.
I love that.
That's fair, that's fair.
I love this.
If you think I'm not using my new ability to turn into things with a swim speed, you are wrong.
Yeah.
The question is, though, Tiska,
I would
have
turn
you ever
into a
seen a shark?
cephalopod.
Yeah.
Maybe? Question mark? That's a good. That's fair. That's a fair question.
Because, like...
Can I like?
We have TV. We have documentaries.
Mir goes, oh, and like digs out some cheesy pirate novel out of her bag and like skims through it until she finds some like illustration of a shark. She's like, I think they look like these, although my grandma says they don't usually get that big.
You've seen a
Aw.
shark.
Says the illustrator took a few liberties.
You have
That's
definitely
adorable.
seen a shark now.
I have totally seen a shark.
Close enough, TM.
That's so
I'd
cute.
heard of sharks because one of my moms was an adventurer,
Mm-hmm.
My druid mom.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Well, in that case, Lorelei, once you've all got your stuff, because I'm not gonna like make a deal out of that. Lorelei comes up to all of you, and she starts like she flips through her spell book, and she looks at one that looks like it was jotted down fairly recently, and she whispers a bunch of.
Lorelei, are you sure about this?
No, I got this. Don't worry. I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
And
you sure
she whispers the spell in Draconic, and she goes around and touches each of you as she does so. And it doesn't really like feel any different. But nothing seems to be different. But you're still in the air, so.
All right, going through now.
All right,
Let's do it.
you head through. All of you step through the rift. Like, who's going first? Anybody in specific, or
No.
I am going last.
you were going
Oh.
last?
Mir will go in after Tiska.
Yeah, I'll go in.
I just dive in.
Yeah.
Nice.
Swan dive. I don't
Nice.
care that I have to jump up. We swan dive somehow.
You roll me acrobatics, buddy.
Oh jeez, here we go.
Mir does her
Begin.
usual little prayer. Just says, you know,
Oh.
I will
That's a
let me
9.
make Hannah proud.
Smack!
Temp, you try to like forward swan dive, and you trip over the edge of the rift, which feels weird because it feels like you tripped over a pillow. And you just like do a front flip through, but it's just a falling flip, really.
Aww.
You belly flop into the elemental plane of water.
Congratulations, that is what you do.
Quality.
Everybody through?
Mm-hmm.
I guess so.
Alright, give me just a second. Here is my book. There it is.
Somewhere else.
Nailed it. We got it.
I hope it
I had
helped.
to go fetch the manual of the planes. Alright, so basically...
Oh jeez.
What? It's a 3.5 book, but I'm not using the encounters, don't worry.
I'm just saying, anytime I hear the manual of the planes, I start getting worried.
Well, that's like this
Nice.
entire campaign, so...
Fair.
So, you guys step or fall through, and you basically, you emerge and you're underwater. And you look up and down and to every direction of you, and there is no surface to this water. And there isn't a floor either. There's no sunbeams.
Nice.
There's just endless blue. And it's bright, as in there's like a light around, but it's not a bright light. It's just like this soft blue glow, and you can't tell where it's coming from. But it's there enough to see without needing dark vision or anything. You're all just kind of floating.
Okay, so
Nice.
I take
this is
a
like
copper and let go of it in front of my face.
It just
Some structure
it
drifts.
starts to gently drift away from your hand in a random direction. Actually,
Mir's gonna do what she can to note where they came from. Like, I don't know what sort of check that would be.
I mean the rift is right behind you.
Interesting. But mostly because if we go places, I want to be able to find my way back.
You've got the nav box
Yeah.
that'll lead you to the rift.
Ah, that's good.
Point.
The nav box, by the way, does not appear to be being damaged by the water. It's
Nice.
it's self-contained.
That's
It's sealed.
good.
I was kind of
So,
assuming.
so
that
it's a
if it
waterproof
wasn't already-
GPS.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, it is. It's really cool. It's one
Yeah,
of
I
those
was
fancy
kind of
ones that's like,
Assuming that if it wasn't already.
Oh, it's one of those fantasy GPSs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
yeah, you can take it
Nice.
underwater, you can
Just
take it
so
scuba
long
diving.
as it's
pretty
lava
great.
proof.
And now my brain is going do 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 do. Just 'cause for whatever reason, that piece of music, my brain thinks underwater.
yeah. So now that we're underwater, Zach's gonna shriek in fear and cling onto the nearest person.
Which is?
Hi.
I don't know, whoever's there.
Hello.
Blind flailing.
I think that sounded like Minato, maybe.
Yeah, that's Minato.
Yep. Okay, it's Minato. Well, I've got your ankle now, so
There's a large cat clinging to your.
Zakro,
Like-
you notice as you open your mouth to like scream, you don't feel water rush in, and when you breathe in, it's like you're breathing air. You're not breathing in water. The water just kind of like doesn't enter your mouth.
It's
There,
there though.
there.
But you're breathing it, sort of.
I kind of pet scratch Zakrow's head, going there.
This is really scary, guys.
For all of you, it just
Just-
feels like you're surrounded by water, but it's not hurting you. You do, however, move as slowly as you otherwise would in water.
Mir will like
Okay.
swim over to Zakrow and try to be comforting. It's okay.
Okay. Okay, we can do
We're right
this.
here.
Everybody is gathering
do
in
this.
the Zakro huddle.
You
huh?
brave adventurer.
Okay. I'm gonna try.
Tiska?
And I'm gonna try and swim by myself.
Aw, Zakro, go, you can do it. Roll me his freaking athletics check, though.
Oh no! Oh no!
I swim alongside Zakrow.
Here's training wheels.
4.
You flail. You have no idea if you're, like, moving, though.
All right. Can that be assisted though?
Assisted?
Mir can try and help.
Yes.
I mean,
I'm
she grew up in
assisting.
a seaside
okay.
town. She should know how to swim.
All right. I'm assisted.
Yeah, you have
Oh.
advantage.
Oh. Okay. Okay. 20. I got it,
Jesus
guys.
Alright, this time,
Thank you.
Minato's, like, kind of guiding you as you go along, and, like, Minato's like, no, you gotta move your hands like this, and demonstrates, and you're like, oh, shit. And you brainify this, and think about the best way to make resistance with your hands and feet against the water, which would push you, right? And you do that, and you move.
Yay! Thank you. Thank
But
you.
of course.
So,
All right. Which direction?
hey, Tiska, are you doing
which way is
anything?
the nav box? I'm just kind of like swimming around a little bit for now.
Alright.
Or as my brother says,
Same.
Sure.
Your brother's a Murloc?
No, it's all underwater talk.
Oh no.
God, no.
Mir swims around doing
I
like
liked my answer
fancy.
better.
Because we never
Backstrokes
thought
and
about
whatnot.
that.
Mir's too good. All right, guys. Which direction are we gonna go?
Which way does the
I'm
nav
following
box
Mir
go?
at this point.
Who has an F box?
Not me.
I got it.
Alright, Zakro.
It's going forward and a little bit left.
Alright, so you guys head forward and a little bit left, or?
Yeah.
We go.
And I guess down. There's no direction. Down.
It is slow going because you're all swimming.
That's okay.
And so far
Easy does
around
it.
you guys... Yeah, water breathing lets you talk. Yeah, you can go ahead and... Yeah.
Ooh, yes.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Yeah. What was I saying? I was reading
Word.
the chat, and now I'm dead inside and I can't figure out what I was trying to say.
I mean, who isn't?
We were going slowly towards a destination.
Right. And
Yeah.
you glance around. In the plane of air, you could see like a hell of a distance, and you could see like distinct clouds and like creatures and variations within the sky. The plane of water is just uniform, and it's kind of disturbing.
Zooplankton.
I mean, there's zooplankton, but you can't like see them. Those microscopic. Who's the highest passive perception? Is that still Tiska?
I think that's
I
still
believe
probably
so.
it.
Tiska, at some point,
Yeah, definitely.
as you guys are swimming along, you do happen to notice a little bit of movement way off to the left of some massive creature, but it's not something that's coming towards you.
Okay then. Good time.
Mm-hmm.
Can I look closer at it?
You can. Roll me perception.
Yeah, I would also like to take a closer look.
Roll me perception.
I mean,
17.
17. Hey, let me find a monster for this to be real quick. Hey chat. Chat, suggest a monster. A very far off, very large water monster.
Make it an easy one, chat.
Oh, wait, no, that'll do. Ooh.
Please, chat.
Now you're awful.
You're just now figuring this out.
Chat's giving me some suggestions.
Oh, jeez.
Some beautiful suggestions.
To be fair, Skeletal, that is one of my fears of the ocean.
Those things are not fucking good for people.
They're not
You're
good
an
for
ass.
anything.
Alright. You guys, I'm gonna preface this by saying you don't have to interact with this fucking thing, okay? This is not an invitation. What is the fucking alphabet? Oh my god. E, F, G, H, I, J, K, H, I...
This is kind of like the silver dragon we saw in the elemental plane of air. Like, it's way far off.
Yeah, it's way far
Just
off.
kind of there for scenery.
You do see very large, it's massive, it has this huge face, these big horns, these big fins with like finger-like filaments off of them. You see a massive finned tail that devolves into almost tentacles, and it's just kind of going through the water.
Nice.
Very,
Alright,
very
we're
distantly.
going not that way.
I want to look at it. I want to go look at it.
You want to go
Can we
look
not,
at it.
please? Can we please not?
Just a little closer.
You see, like, Mir's enthusiasm so they came into, ooh, elemental plate of water, like, drain a little. She goes, oh, okay.
I've got to go look.
Okay, if we go any closer to that, I am turning into a shark now.
I'll just go by myself. It's fine.
Roll me stealth,
That does
boy.
not seem like a safe idea.
Roll me stealth. Water stealth.
Alright. That does not seem like a safe idea.
And
So I crit on
Zachrow.
it, +5.
Zachrow, do it with disadvantage because you are scared of the water.
Dang it.
Alright, I'm gonna go with
I joined Zachrow, just because.
yeah, I'm joining
Roll stealth.
Zachrow as well, and I'm going
Are we
to
rolling
cast
stealth?
Pass Without
Let's
a Trace
go.
on us. Gonna cast Pass Without a Trace on us, anybody who's coming with
No,
us,
no,
and then I'm
no,
gonna turn into
no.
a shark so that my dex is 13 and not
That's
7.
amazing.
That's ridiculous.
Alright,
Oh
Okay,
my
so-
goodness.
give me your rolls,
My second
kids.
one's
That
only 18.
is
Because
22
I
plus 10, 32.
So pass without a trace is 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
With that, I
Oh,
have a
yeah.
19.
Okay. So total rolls, we got a 32, a 19, a 14 looks like?
Which one was that?
Is that Echo?
No, that's.
Temp, you rolled a 2.
I'm asking what the mod is for a 13 dex score because I'm a shark,
Oh,
which
yeah,
has
that's
a 13
+1.
dex. Okay, so that's 19.
Okay, so 2 19s, a 32, and... Temp, what'd you get?
Who?
Temp.
I was one of the
Oh,
19s.
Shit, okay. So it was only Tiska, Temp, and Zachrow, right? Oh, and Minato. Zachrow,
Yeah.
what'd you get?
You guys are adding the plus 10 for pass without a trace, right?
I
Yeah.
rolled a 2.
1.
Jesus.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just making sure, because
You
19s and...
you as
Yeah,
a
it
group
happened.
succeed.
Oh,
As you swim closer to this very, very large thing. And I just want to emphasize exactly how big this thing is as you head towards it for some unfathomable reason. Tiska,
I
you're a
just wanted to
shark?
get a slightly closer look.
Tiska, are you a shark?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a shark.
You are very large. You could probably eat any of your compatriots that is with you right now. You look at this monster, all of you, and you see that, like, swarming near its face, there are little specks that are sharks.
Good times.
It is
What?
so big. It is so big.
I'm gonna recommend we pull a brave Sir Robin here, everybody.
Yeah, I second that, even though I'm a shark, so I can't really
Okay.
talk. But I've been kind of suggesting
Okay.
that from the beginning.
Yeah.
Let's get back to the group.
Anybody gonna... Alright, is that as close as you want to get to this
So,
unidentified creature?
Yeah, we're just gonna bravely run away.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
Brave
right.
Sir Robin. Brave Sir Robining it.
That's
Also,
probably pretty
Falcon,
smart,
scored
yeah.
I just
would've
scored
done
into a
that
sheet
too.
of which shark exactly I am.
So, no checks or anything? You
Goblin
just turn
shark.
in and running?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm backing up.
Alright. You leave, and it does not seem to notice that you were ever nearby.
That's good.
It is swimming in the opposite direction of your goal, away from both you and the direction the nav box is pointing.
Oh, good.
And as it moves, you basically see, like, the plane of water just warp around it to accommodate its presence.
That's right. Yeah, we're avoiding that.
Alright. What next? Where do you go next?
Follow
We're
the
gonna,
nav box.
Follow the nav
Follow
box.
the
Meet up with
nav
our friends.
Alright. You meet up with your friends, and you begin to follow the nav box?
And I
Again?
am still a shark.
You're still a shark. You are
Yep.
so much faster than everybody else as a shark.
Yeah.
Can I hitch a ride?
Sure, go ahead.
Yes.
Incredible. You just gonna grab onto Tiska's fin, or?
Yep.
Alright.
Good time.
You are now as fast as Tiska. And can only go in the directions
Yes!
Tiska is going.
That is
Great.
totally fine.
I will say the visibility on this plane is rather low, so I wouldn't get too far separated from your friends.
Yeah, no, I'm staying around.
Stay with us.
I'm not going to.
We love you.
Alright. After... And this is taking a while. You guys are just following the nav box through the ocean void. And after maybe about an hour and a half of just constant swimming, you guys see something in the direction of the nav box. And it looks like it's from a distance, it's just like a big jumble of fuzzy dark shapes. And as you get closer, you start to realize that these are like free-floating chunks of rock, sort of. Rock and like kelp and coral weeds. And there's a whole lot of them, and a lot of them are strung together with decaying ropes, and you can actually see in amongst these big chunks of rocks, which are all tied together in like a giant sphere almost. Some of these big chunks of rock are actually ships.
Oh,
Okay then.
okay then.
Ships? What kind of ships?
Ancient looking, or not even that ancient looking, but they're sailing
Your
ships.
OTP.
Old sailing ships. That
Mir looks ecstatic.
We gotta check them out.
as you
Yes,
come closer, as you get closer to this conglomeration of chunks of stuff, you see like there's this whole construction is also extremely large, and what you see in it is there's all these big chunks of stuff strung together, all kind of roped into one big thing, and inside of this thing, it almost looks like a giant version of the source almost. It's a big glass sphere.
Oh, lovely. Lovely.
It's huge.
It's massive. You all could easily, like, live in it.
Wonderful.
And this entire area is swarming with fish and merfolk and little squids. And actual people.
This is within the sphere of rocks?
No, this is around the chunks of stuff that are roped together.
Okay.
You see that some of the chunks of rock actually have like little buildings built on them, and you get the sense that this might sort of be a city. Or a town.
Alright. How long has it been since we started approaching the thing? Like, how long between approaching the monster and now?
It's been about an hour and a half.
Alright,
So
so
you're-
like a half an hour left.
Yeah, you're good at the moment. So what would you like to do?
I want to approach. I want to kind of take a look. We are still sneaky, right?
Yeah, well, roll me stealth again. It's been an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Oh, you're past without a trace.
Do we still have pass without? No. Okay.
Because I think that only lasts an hour.
Ah, that's better.
I have a 15.
Okay.
18 for Mir.
16.
Oh, fantastic.
I
22.
have. I cannot math today.
That's okay. I can never math.
That's what I have.
Hey,
Damn.
we the sneaky boys.
All right, so you guys, you head towards this big series of roped together stuff, and none of the merfolk around the area seem to notice you as you're coming up kind of near one of the big ships.
Let's take a look.
Yeah, let's take a look. See,
Skylark.
take a closer look at that wreck.
At the ship?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll perception, I guess.
How far out are we from the ship?
No one noticed you, so you can actually get up pretty close to it.
Okay, once we're
16
up, like,
for perception.
Okay.
pretty much right up next to it, I am going to cast this. Well, I'll wait for a second.
Okay.
Let's see. My perception is pretty
Mhm.
terrible with 8.
Okay, so we got an 8, a 13. Mir, what was yours again?
Mir's was 16.
Okay.
I got 12.
Alright.
14.
Okay. Anybody else, Brom? 18. Oh, damn. Okay, so,
Nice. Rome sees forever.
let's see. Anybody who got above a 15? I think that's just Brom and Mir, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
The two of you, you're looking over this ship. Everybody sees that the ship, it's a wreck, and it looks like it's been kind of like stripped for parts almost. The hull is intact, the basic shape of the ship is there, but there's not much in the way of like actual gear on it. Brom and Mir, you guys notice that along the side, the front where a name would be painted, you can still see a couple of letters. And those letters are E, W, O, another O, and a D. No, they're all spaced out.
That's not the way it's spelled.
No. Yeah, they're all spaced out, like the you know, that... Well, you're not wrong. No, they're spaced out as if the letters in between have just been erased by time and the currents of the plane of water.
I don't suppose this is any ship that Mir might know of or recognize from her grandmother's stories. It isn't one she's heard of.
Roll me an intelligence check with advantage.
Ooh. Unfortunately, I only get a 13.
that's good enough, because this... You look over the ship. You look over the stumps where its masts once were, and you look at the lettering and the way it's spaced out, and this is a ship you have heard about before. You've heard about it many, many times. It was spoken about with much vitriol, with a lot of hatred. And if you swim up close to it, you can see the etchings in the wood where the rest of the letters where the paint wore away. This ship was once called the Wormwood.
Myrna's heard. Whoever she has heard made the best surprise gaffes, that's who she imitates now. And then she starts immediately geeking out. Guys, this is the Wormwood! Oh my gosh, it was captained by Captain Harrigan, who was a total ass, but he also beat a kraken with his bare hands. At least that's what people said about him, I don't actually know. But he press-ganged my grandma and her friends, and then they mutinied, and it was great, and then he tried to race them in the ship's race, but he lost because he's a dick. And also, they made friends with the lightning element. She just sort of continues in this vein for a while.
If a shark could look confused, that's what Tiska looks like right now.
Yeah. This is that ship.
I think this is the coolest thing ever.
So yeah, for the people confused in the comments, and also there's basically you get through Mir's rambling is that the ship was captained by someone named Captain Harrigan, who was kind of the mortal enemy of Hannah and her crew, because he press-ganged them and led to the death of one of their crewmates. And they eventually... They were put onto a different ship with his first mate, and they mutinied and took that ship. And that's the ship that they sailed for the rest of their adventures.
Alright.
Somehow, Captain Barnegus Harrigan's ship ended up falling through a vortex and is now suspended eternally in the plane of water.
Interesting.
That is so rad.
Well, I'd love to see how that happened.
Also, the E is from the letter.
What are you
It's
talking about? Was that in character? Lurker, was that in character?
Yes.
Yes.
Can
We're
you
going
just
yes.
by a shark.
Just so you're wondering, the E is from the word the, because this ship is called the Wormwood.
Ah.
So, stop trying to put E's where they don't go. Oh my god.
Hey,
Mira,
Old English, sorry.
Mir, you want to check it out?
Mira.
Let's go in there.
Hell yeah, Mira wants to check it out. She also, like, though she finds some bitter piece that is not attached or not attached well, she's taking it as a souvenir.
Nice. Can you imagine sending that to Hannah?
She would be delighted. She's gonna... How big is the spot where the ship's name is? Can she cut that off?
Oh man.
You might
Is
be
that enough
able
E's?
to pry... Let's see, the name was, obviously, like, large, so it was painted over 2 boards that were on the side of the ship. If you wanted, you could probably break one or both of them off if you have somewhere to carry them, and take them with you.
Mira's definitely gonna do that if she can.
What, like 20 feet each board, though?
Oh.
Yeah, you're gonna have to break the boards.
Just
They
take
are-
the W. Just take the W.
And you realize if you break the boards, you're gonna ruin our stealth.
Or
Well,
they say you break it,
fine.
you buy it.
Mira will keep an eye out for something smaller she can take for souvenir.
So
Okay.
are we going in looking for small goodies?
I think we should go in and get what we came for. Gone Irish.
They're always after me, Lucky Charms.
That happens.
Shark not.
It happens on occasion.
Like, I'm serious. Zach's already going in there.
Oh.
Yeah, Mir. If you're not, Mir sure as hell is.
Alright, the 2 of
Heck
you
yeah.
head on in.
I'm in.
Rest of you following?
Alright, yeah.
I'm in with them. Let's
Oh.
go.
And I put my little feet onto ground for the first time since we entered this horrible place.
It's not really ground. There's no like gravity in the way. It should be. You can
Let
touch
me
it,
believe.
but
Sorry, what?
You can touch the ship, but it's not like you're standing on it.
All right.
Alright, you guys head in. What are you looking for?
Quick question.
Yes.
Do I see any merfolk, like, pretty clearly? that I can
There are
distinguish?
none. There are none close to this ship corpse.
No,
Okay.
they're fucking pretty chill.
Alright, what are you guys looking for?
I'm looking for anything historical and interesting.
Purpose.
Okay. Roll me investigation. And if anybody else would like to as well, Mir, you would have advantage.
What's my investigation check? Oh, hey! That's a modifier.
I literally just rolled 2 ones.
Investigation.
Oh no.
Mira is so starstruck she doesn't see a damn thing.
Zachrow,
Oh, I forgot.
did you roll your fates for today? Your divining?
Yeah, I did.
You want to fix up one of those wands?
Yeah, sure. Mira, you can have an 18.
Thank you.
No problem.
What's your modifier, Mir?
For investigation?
Mhm.
-1.
Well, that's... oh well. What about everybody else?
I actually got a
17.
13.
13.
I got a 4.
And 4. Temp, you don't really find anything.
What are things?
What are things? You're a monk, you have no need for earthly possessions. Minato, you
Earthly
find,
possessions.
you guys can head, like, through the rooms of the ship. It's kind of dark, but anybody with dark vision can see, or, like, and near the edges where our windows, you can see the light from the ambient sea comes in. And, Minato, you find in one of the rooms, a desk, and as you're looking through this desk, you happen to find a false back panel in one of the drawers, and you pull out just a small sack of just generic coins, maybe about 35 gold or so, and a lovely, like, rose gold bracelet.
I
Oh.
put that on.
You put it on, nothing happens.
Okay.
You have a bracelet though, it looks very pretty.
And I stashed the gold away.
Alright.
It was gold, right?
Yeah, it's gold.
Okay.
I see the ultimate goal of this campaign is also fashion.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm using the Sunsea music, I mean, why not?
Alright,
Bye.
so that time has passed.
Okay, who else got decent... Oh, Tiska and Rom? Yeah, Tiska, you're gonna have to shape out now.
And with the help from Zachrow's offering it, Mir gets the 17.
Yeah.
Okay. 'Cause I do have something special for that, but I'm gonna take care of Tiska and Brom first, since you guys got a 13 and a 12. Tiska and Brom, you guys kind of patrol the hull in kind of the same area. You scare up some fish. You find an area which looks like it may have been crew quarters at one point, and it's got like some old hammocks in it. You scrounge up a couple of gold in the corners, like 3. And you find some what used to be portraits, maybe, but it looks like most of the stuff here has been taken already. Mir, you know this place from the stories that your grandmother told you. You know.
Mir, like, as you're searching the ship, is going to be pointing out various things, and this is today's crew quarters, and this is the bilge where Aaron nearly died, and this is the...
You
Mir sounds way too
remember
excited about this, not gonna lie.
that your grandmother told you once. Well, multiple times, really. She told this story a lot. But she told you one of the first times when she was taken aboard this ship as they were being walked through it, she saw someone putting something in a smuggler's hold. And you know where that smuggler's hold is.
Gonna go look.
Oh.
You go look. And you find it, and you have to like press a switch kind of hidden amongst the boards on the bottom of a staircase to get a panel to slide back. It releases the latch on a panel, and when you slide that back, you see beyond it like a big dark metal box. Very big box.
Ooh.
What do you-
What is in? Oh wait.
What's in
Check
the box?
for traps.
Alright, roll me another
Yes.
investigation.
15.
Okay, there was a trap on the outside of the panel, kind of, but it was sprung a long time ago.
Okay. Here, we'll open the box again. Is it locked or?
It is locked, yes.
Minato.
Yes.
You know how to pick locks, right?
I could try my
Dabble.
hand at it. I'll give a shot at picking a lock.
Okay,
I'm gonna give it the old college try.
yep, that'll be sleight of hand.
Is that sleight of hand?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like a thieves' tools.
Yeah, the fact that you have your
You'd
thieves
add,
tools means that you can do this without disadvantage.
Without disadvantage?
Right.
Oh, because of water.
Because you have your thieves tools.
No, because picking locks is hard.
Oh.
Yeah. If you didn't have thieves tools, yeah, you'd be kind of a little
So
screwed.
so I'll be adding sleight of hand as well.
Yes.
Well, does a 13 beat the DC?
Just barely. You met the DC. This is a box in a location where they didn't think anybody would get to it. So the lock isn't super complex, and it's hard to do this while you're underwater, and jiggling around the tumblers that the lock doesn't feel like it should. But after a couple minutes, you hear that characteristic click, and the lock comes undone.
Well, would you look at that? I have a hand at this.
Yeah.
Thank you. Here, pops open the box.
The inside is also filled with water. This box is not airtight. If it were not, this would be a very hard box to open because it appears to be made of lead. And inside, you can see the only thing in this box is lying diagonally across the bottom, and it is... At first you think it's a stick, and you're like, what the fuck is this? But then you look at it a little more, and you realize this thing appears to be a hammer. A very large hammer. What would you like to do?
Does someone have detect magic?
That wouldn't work, but I have identify.
Okay. If you...
I'm not identify that.
Would you like to cast that as a spell or as a ritual?
Ritual.
Alright, so you take the hammer out of the box. And
Yeah.
and after about 10 minutes, you set it down on the ground and you sit with it and you just look at it and you look it over for about 10 minutes. This hammer, it is a very large, it's made of wood, and it, even though you're underwater so everything is easy to lift, it feels light for a hammer. But when you give it like an experimental little bit of a swing, it's got the heft of a warhammer. It is a warhammer. And when you identify this thing, after a couple of minutes, the answer comes to you, and this thing has a name. This thing is called Driftbreaker, and it is a +1 magic warhammer.
That is so cool. Hey,
Ooh.
hey, bro. You think you can lift this?
Well, let me see. It's nicely balanced.
You take the hammer, and you heft it in your hands, and it's lighter than you would think for a warhammer. It's weirdly light. But when you swing it around, it swings like a hammer should, and it feels like it's got a sort of force behind it that you wouldn't expect a hammer that light to have. And as you swing it, you hear the sound of breaking waves.
That's cool.
That is hella.
Anything else in here?
No, that's everything from the box. It was the only thing in there.
Okay, anything else good in the room?
No, this is just like a generic area next to a staircase.
Oh, okay.
Does Mir find anything she can take as souvenir?
Yes. Roll me, let's say, one last investigation check.
It's always investigation.
That's what it is to find stuff. Everybody else can do it too.
I'd like some help. I rolled a 2 with a -1 modifier.
Oh boy.
I rolled a 5.
I cannot help you as I also rolled a 2.
My
And
god.
I only have I have a 3 investigation, so that's a total of.
Good god.
Unless I get advantage and can try again.
I told you guys last session was gonna come back to bite me.
Mm-hmm.
It happens. It's alright. Falk, does a 14 find anything?
Yeah. You, actually, the troop of you all just go investigating together, and you don't find a lot, because everyone's looking at this hammer and, like, at the walls, I guess. Well, except you, Zakro. You identified the hammer, you stared at it for 10 minutes, you're done with it. And you...
I like to observe the paintings.
You like to look at the paintings? There's not much left of them because they're underwater. And paint doesn't last well. It's mostly just like half-rotten canvas at this point. Zakrow, you find, while you are traipsing through the ship, holding on to everything,
Yeah.
you find kind of the same room as Minato did earlier, where she found the bracelet, but you find, oddly enough, up in like the corner of the ceiling, there's something floating, because gravity doesn't work the same here, and it's just up there, and it is what appears to be like a pendant, almost, like a silvery pendant, and this is a treat. And from Mir's rambling, which you noticed earlier, you recognize the name engraved on the back, which is Barnabas Hannigan.
Oh. Oh man. I take that shiny.
Alright, you take it. Nothing else happens.
I think I'm probably gonna pocket it for now and give it to Mir when we leave.
Okay.
Because it's just
You'll find
so
Mir
shiny.
like hunting in the galley or something for. Could they
Oh,
have put the name
man.
of the ship on a spoon or something I could take as a souvenir?
Yeah, the
We'll
only
come
I
place...
back
want
to
to
it
send
on
something
our
to
way.
Grandma Hannah. She'd love to hear about
Oh
this.
my god. This is too cute.
It is too cute.
Actually, is there a check to see if the cuteness overwhelms me and I just give Mir the thing now?
Sure, go ahead and make a charisma saving throw.
Oh man.
You brought this up.
7?
That does not do it.
Hey Mir. Okay,
Mir is too cute.
look what I found.
Mir like just holds it, looks at Ro, and then she just shuffles her way over and gives you the biggest hug. Thank you.
Oh man, we needed that too.
Hey.
You're
Just
so
tell
nice,
Hannah
and I know
she
you're
likes
not You're not a fan of this water thing, but you went and you looked and you found this, and thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome.
This is too pure.
I can't.
Yeah.
God
Too
damn.
pure.
Not to cut the excitement short, but I believe we need to find a power source before the spell wears off and we drowned.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
That would be sensible, yes. Mir tucks away the pendant, makes sure that it isn't in any place that can float away, like she has it down in her pouch. Okay.
Alright. Alright.
Okay, I'm done geeking out. I'm okay.
Alrighty, so you guys are now following the nap box?
Quite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Follow the map box.
It points you into this big mess of tied together stuff and towards the sphere, the big glass sphere.
Alright.
Alright.
I swim stealthily.
Roll me stealth.
Yeah. Going up to this.
Thank God for that flip on my mouse pad. That is a 25.
Alright, you are stealthy. As you swim towards it. But, it's gonna get progressively more difficult to be unnoticed as you are literally heading into an area completely filled with actual living sentient beings.
Right.
Oh, wave hello.
You're not even trying to stealth?
I don't think I can. I'm.
Okay. You see a couple of merfolk kind of nearby, and you wave hello, and they kind of like give you a weird look, and one of them waves hello back, not as enthusiastically, and that's that.
They're like, what are these strange creatures underwater? We've got a bird person, a cat person, dwarf, an elf. I suppose the elf is off.
They probably think this whole situation is rather fishy.
But
I side-eye you again.
So if we're underwater, should we all be waving?
During the chat. With... Oh
I'm being
boy.
stealthy.
I'm also going to like not stealth anymore, and I'm gonna be friendly.
Okay. Yeah, these people are not gonna attack you. It seems they're just kind of going about their day. Now that you're in the mess of tied together bits, though, you find that some of them are very, very large indeed, and there do seem to be like dwellings built on some of them amongst the coral and like bits of kelp and seaweed and stuff. And then there are little fishes everywhere, and it's quite pretty. The nav box, however, still points you towards that glass sphere.
Keep going that way, I guess.
Alright. You proceed through the mess of rock bits, and the way it's a mess of rock bits is like there's layers of the tied together bits, and you guys have to kind of navigate your way through this debris field. And when you get to the sphere, you can see that there are people moving around inside, but the distortion of the glass makes it a little bit too difficult to see in.
Alright, I want to know if there's like a way to get inside this sphere, because I'm thinking that the source is a smaller sphere inside the big sphere.
Okay. You kind of swim around, and it's gonna take a while to get all the way around this. But luckily for you, you notice about a quarter of the way into your circular journey that there's... Oh, who did we lose? We just lost somebody in chat. Okay, there we go.
JD.
JD's back. Alright. You notice about a quarter of the way into your circular journey that there is like a big rock bit kind of suckered onto the outside of this big glass sphere, and there are a bunch of merfolk and other assorted people there.
Huh.
I mean, I guess we're going in then, guys.
I've seen one clear enough now, right?
Seen one what?
Clear enough to distinguish, general details about their figure and face.
To what are you referring, though?
Of the merfolk.
Okay, yes. Yes, you have.
Okay, I cast Disguise Self on myself to be a more or less generic merfolk.
Okay.
As I head towards the rock.
Alright, everybody glances over after a second, and your companion Minato is now a fish-tailed merfolk.
Begging your pardon there, mate?
What?
Minato is now a merfolk.
I repeat, begging your pardon there, mate?
We're quite light, really? Okay, well, this was later than normal then.
And shocked.
Come on, not much time to lose.
So you guys...
Mir takes it in stride. I mean, Tiska turned into a shark, so...
That's true, that's true. Tiska did just transform into a shark. Okay, so you guys head up, and as you become closer, it's evident that this thing is like a... It's like an entry booth, almost. And it's allowing entry into the sphere, but a lot of people are not getting in, and it's you guys hear one specific merfolk, and he seems kind of distressed, and he's like, please, everyone, the round is quite full. Please do not push forward. And he's just like trying to prevent people from rushing into the sphere.
Okay. We
I
end up
continue
in,
to
like, strange water, or elemental plane of water form of border control or something?
That's what it looks like.
I continue listening to see if I can hear what exactly this sphere is. Like, what's going on inside.
You hear this guy talking, and he mentions a couple of interesting things. One of which is that the round is almost finished, and that the viewing area literally cannot hold any more people.
What? I go up to one waiting in line and ask, to one of them that's talking.
I'm back.
What? Oh, hi.
You gotta get a better microphone, JD. Anyway, sorry, go on.
Is Zacro okay? Is Zacro okay over there?
He's not. Don't worry about it.
Good. Here.
I go up
Water
to
problems.
the one that's like trying to keep people at bay, and I ask, what round is it at the moment?
It's one of the placement matches between, and he actually, like, seems disturbed for a second, and he says, two of the, oh god, I don't even know what teams, he's been doing this all day, oh my god. Seems distressed. Harried.
What? Is this some sort of
Is there a
sporting
problem?
event?
And he looks, he's like, no, there's no problem, I just, there's only a few more rounds, that's all we have to deal with today.
And how much is it to, get in?
I mean, the general public will be allowed to watch the next round when this one is over. This one is just an energetic round. What? What do you want? JD has decided to join me. That's fine, whatever. Okay, and he, what was
Hi,
I gonna say?
JD.
Can't hear you.
The round almost over.
The general public will be allowed in once the round is finished.
Now I got it.
Well, then close my door. This one was just a little bit too energetic, and a lot of people wanted to see it.
Ah. Who is it between?
This is the question he couldn't remember the answer to earlier, and he's like, give me a moment, and he kind of, what's happening right now is I'm desperately trying to think of names, because I forgot that I had to name these teams.
Wave Watchers.
Sure, you've got the Monarchs and the Wave Watchers, and he tells you that those are the two teams currently competing. Oh, and the Silver School.
Now, out of character, I feel like I'm about to walk into a blitzball match.
I don't even know what that is, honestly.
Oh no. Ball.
What was that?
I don't even know what that is.
Final Fantasy X.
Final Fantasy X, sure.
Basically, soccer match in a sphere of water.
Nice.
No,
I
not
tried
exactly.
to explain this. I'm in on this this whole ordeal.
Don't worry, it's not that, whatever that is.
Thank God. That was the second worst thing that's ever happened to me.
Hey, I enjoyed it. That was the best part of the game. Second best part. But
You know what the best part of the game was? Closing it at the end.
Alright. Focus, children.
To each their own.
Okay.
Continuing on.
Yes.
I leave it at that. I go back to my group and tell them what's going on.
Okay.
That apparently it's a some sort of sporting place.
That it
Alright.
is.
Whereas the local sports team sports it up against other local sports teams.
Oh, how's Rookie doing this
If
season?
they name themselves local sports team, I'm gonna have a fucking aneurysm.
Rookie's doing terrible.
I'm still sad they benched MVP.
For minor infraction?
Yeah, especially when they let other maybe MVP go for major infraction. Yellow card something. Can you tell I don't watch much sports?
Can we move on?
Right.
I think mediocre player ended up leaving because of generic injury.
God damn it. This is not... Oh my god.
It's just cementing all our nerdness, isn't it? We're playing D&D and we have no idea what sports is about.
Don't worry,
I know what sports.
What's a
are
sports?
it's a new sport, don't worry. So, what would you like to do now that you have this information?
about. I think we should. Hold on. I think we should wait for the next round to begin so we can see what's going on inside.
Okay. Is that what y'all are gonna do?
Yeah, that seems like the best idea for right now.
Okay, so you guys just kind of chill, just kind of floating outside this box, and as you as you're waiting, you hear a couple of like very energetic cheers from inside, and eventually there's like the sound of a horn, and people start filing out.
Just wait until everybody walks out and the next round begins.
Well, they're all swimming, but sure.
You know what I mean.
Alrighty. So,
So instead of going for a swim, do they go for a walk?
yeah.
I see.
It's like zorbing, but since you're underwater, you just don't go anywhere. You just walk on the inside of a sphere that's filled with air. And you try not to suffocate. It's an extreme sport.
Sounds like fun.
It's not this sport, though.
That sounds like 90s extreme levels.
Hell yeah. So, what are you doing? You guys heading in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. As people are filing out, you guys kind of like push your way in, and the guy gives you like a nod of like, yeah, here you go, go on in. And you take up, you enter the sphere, and it's full of water, obviously, as is every other thing in the plane of fucking water.
Really? Is that how it works?
Yup. Incredible, huh?
Sounds fake.
Who's playing like fucking chimes music?
It's not.
Sorry,
me.
grandfather clock.
Gotcha. Okay. So, you guys head in, and you find yourselves in like a big, sort of circular set of almost like stands that are attached to the inside of the glass sphere, and you see a couple of merfolk kind of like swarming over the inside of this area, and the inside of this area is a big, huge, like, cubic chunk of rock. And it's got like coral and weeds growing on it, and there's sand on every side, which is really weird because it's just like gravity doesn't exist. Cool, they're growing in every direction, and the sand is on the rock no matter which way it's facing. And you see people like going in and out of these big tunnel entrances. There appear to be like maybe 1 or 2 from where you can see. And below you, you see across the sphere from you, there's like a chair, and next to that chair you see like an aquatic elf kind of standing there chatting with a couple other aquatic elves, and you basically see like they're cleaning up from a game, some sort of intense game. And as you guys kind of wait there, they look like they're resetting the arena. You don't see a whole lot of stuff going on, and then you see the aquatic elves leave that area, and if you go around the like watching area, you can see a total of 3 of those little, what am I, pedestals, I guess? The chair, and it's got like a pedestal in front of it. It's like a little watching station, all on its own, and you see 3 of them total. And you can start to see other people take the chairs, and there's a new team of aquatic elves, and maybe 1 of merfolk, and 1 of elves, but like 2 of them are elementals.
Oh.
And you see these 3 people take their chairs, and the other members of the teams disappear. And after a couple minutes, you see them filter into the inner, like, free open area of this sphere, which I will now call the arena, since that's what it is. And they're like riding giant water animals, and it looks really badass. And they're all waiting in 3 discrete chunks of people waiting.
Is it?
So like looks like there's like 3 teams.
It does.
Is this like polo water style?
That's already a thing.
It's called water polo.
It's the moistest form of polo available.
Like the on-horse polo, but in water instead of just treading water. And
Ah, I see. It doesn't look like any sport you recognize.
okay.
Let's observe.
Okay.
Right. I
As-
also keep my eye out for the power source.
Yeah, by the way, the nav box is
Yeah.
pointing you directly towards that big cube of rock.
Big cube of rock.
Mhm.
What
Can I go
rock?
in there?
The second you try to leave the stands you're in, this burly merfolk guard guy says, "Sir, no, you can't leave the stands, sir."
Where's this
But it's
square of rock?
Please, I just want a little look.
Sir, they're definitely not while there's a game in progress.
We're in between games right now.
It's about to start, sir.
Okay, maybe after the next one.
He looks dubious at best.
I'm trying to persuade him.
I swim down
He
and
stops
go.
you. He's gonna roll me
Right,
contested
right.
strength.
No, I swim down to them and I go, "Pardon, my friend. We're going to go back to our seats now."
He
Alright.
gives you
Alright.
a nod, and he's like, thank you, ma'am." And as you guys are heading back to your seats, that big horn sounds again, and you guys can now get a really good look at what you could only see as movement from the outside. and you see these 3 teams of people. And I'm gonna go ahead and take those 3 names that Mateus threw in the chat. They're Shellbreakers, Tide Runners, and Jaws of Might. And is the 3 teams, and they are announced by this guy with a big horn, which how he's making conch shell horn sounds underwater is a little questionable, but he does it anyways.
Magic.
Uh-huh.
I'm almost tempted to respond with my own conch.
Do not summon a seagull underwater, please.
I mean,
It will be bad for the seagull.
Yeah, it would.
Hey, it's a free meal.
Oh my god. Not when it's waterlogged, that's disgusting.
Well, Mir was looking around for
Bloated
concessions.
corpse.
Awful.
Jesus.
there's snacks. Oh my god.
There's snacks. Yeah, you find a guy who's selling, like, steamed
No,
scallops.
no, no, no. The seagull was the snack.
Oh, gotcha. Well, alright
Yeah,
then.
no.
Are there snacks, though?
Are there snacks? Yeah, there's, like, shrimp. There's, like, popcorn shrimp.
Yo, I want some shrimp.
Yeah, you can have some
I'll take
popcorn
shrimp
shrimp,
on
yeah.
a stick.
Tiska's never had shrimp before. She wants to try it.
Hell yes.
Oh, yes.
You've
Let's
also
get
now
one.
seen a shrimp, so if you wanted, you could turn into a shrimp.
Woo!
It's a bad idea for now, though.
Awkward.
Mir buys stuff that's like, just like home. Yum, yum, yum.
Yeah, for some reason, the guy selling stuff here accepts your gold pieces as if you're on the material plane. He's like, yeah, alright, here you go. Makes no sense, but it happens anyway.
That's fine.
You guys see the...
How much gold?
It's like 2 silver for some popcorn shrimp.
Alright.
Oh, they're not raw. They are like... They're cooked. You don't know how, but they're cooked.
Heated water.
I assume they're cooked in such a way that they're very moist.
Well, seeing as everything's underwater, yes. I'm gonna go ahead and agree with that. Yeah, you guys get your popcorn shrimp, your scramp, and you head back to your seats. And below you, you can see the members of various teams darting around, and a lot of them look to be riding hippocampi, which looks pretty damn cool. And then you can also see 3 people total, 1 from each team, and each team is wearing like armbands of a certain color. There's one team is like a light blue, one of them is a dark purple, and one of them is like a brilliant orange right now. And you can see 3 people, 1 of each team, are riding these big squids. And they're just kind of like patrolling the outside, all 3 of them, which is weird. Looks like they're working together, even though they're definitely not. And then you catch a glimpse every so often of somebody, the smallest member of each team, on an eel. And as you're watching, a couple of the hippocampi from like opposite teams meet each other, and there's like a brief scuffle, and then one of them drifts off, like unmoving, not dead, just like not moving. And
What?
the other one kind of takes up a position.
About how many people are there per team?
Looks to be 5. And
Okay.
Tiska and Mir, the 2 of you, as you're all looking at this, you guys notice that those people who were sitting in like the chairs, each of them is now like staring intently at what looks like a glowing bluish globe in front of them. And sometimes if they touch it, it like spins around, and you can see them like whispering or shouting things that their teammates seem to be responding to.
My audio cut out there for a moment. There was people on eels.
Oh god damn it, you missed. Okay. There's people on eels.
I'm sorry.
And there's people looking at blue globes in the chairs. In the little stations.
Blue globes.
And they seem to be directing
my
the rest
beautiful
of the team
storytelling.
somehow.
Sorry, what? I was complaining to the chat. What?
The people in the who are looking into the globe seem to be directing the rest of the team somehow.
Yeah, somehow.
Can I make out what they're saying?
Can you read lips?
Not as
I can.
You can?
Not as a language.
I think I can. Oh, not as a language.
No.
Yeah, no, it's not a language. The
Dang
ability to read lips isn't a language. It's part of a feat.
Yeah, it's part of a feat. It's the observant feat.
I
That'd
do
be
not
sweet,
have
but
that
no.
feat. I contemplated it.
Squidditch. Wow, wonderful.
It's amazing, and you know it.
It's beautiful. That's beautiful. I love it. Yeah, you can't really make out what they're saying. You know that they're talking. You don't know what language it is. And, as you're looking, there's like a commotion, and you see 4 people on Hippocampi, 2 from one team and 2 from the other 2, or 1 each from the other 2 teams, go into like a big scuffle. And as they're doing this, one of the riders, the blue one, riding an eel, kind of like darts around them, and you see cradled in this person's right arm, clutched up against them, there is a glass sphere.
It's the power source!
Is that the power source?
The
Like,
nav
based
box
on where the nav box is pointing.
is pointing directly at it.
Of course it is.
Oh no.
As you guys are
And
looking
you'll
from this
excuse me
person
while I
to
go
the-
drink myself into oblivion.
to the box, you guys look at this, and as you're watching it, another person on an eel comes up and like does a sick flip upside down, zips past the first person on an eel, grabs the source out of their arms, and makes off with it. And there's like raucous cheering and shouting from the stands.
I try and watch the sphere as much as I can.
Yeah, it changes hands occasionally. And as these people have emerged and the sphere is the source is now out in the open, the 3 people on squids have like gone into overdrive, and they are now like stalking these eel riders hardcore. And you notice the orange eel rider kind of lags behind, and the blue squid rider just jets towards him, does a sick like drifting 180 with his squid, and just grabs him with the tentacles.
I'm sorry, I don't think I've ever heard the phrase sick drifting 180 with his squid, but I love it.
Mir like attempts to clap after this move, but it just sort of waves water around because she's underwater.
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
Yeah,
Splish,
Tiska looks
splish.
very concerned about all of this. Actually, at this point, I'm gonna use the Sending Stone to tell Lorelei that, hey, we found the source, but some people are using it to play a sport.
And she goes, "Excuse me?
Yeah.
No, like, I don't understand. A sport? What do you mean?"
There's people down here, and they're playing a sport. And I don't know what kind of sport it is. I don't recognize it. I don't know the rules. But somehow the source is involved.
As you're watching this, the second squid rider makes a grab for the eel rider carrying the source, and is immediately just body slammed by a hippocampus rider. And they spin out of the way, and the eel rider darts off, and as you're watching, the eel kind of like does a big curving maneuver and jets straight for the person in the chair who's wearing the same color as they are. And Lorelei goes, how is this? I mean, I know there's sentient beings on the plains, and they hypothetically could have picked this up, but that's, of all of the things to do, really?
Yep.
Quite.
Really.
Wow, well,
So I think, like, the question here, would it be politically bad to just steal that source?
Politically? Probably.
Well, we're all kind of screwed if they break it during the course of one of these games.
more dangerous than
They
roller derby,
can't. They can't
Jesus.
break it in the plane.
More
Yeah, they
fuck.
can't break it in its own plane, I don't think.
Ah, right.
And honestly, we just have to, find somewhere with breathable air and stay here until I get high enough level to learn plane shift. It's fine.
You know.
I think we'd drown before you got to that point.
That's why I said find somewhere with breathable air.
It's the elemental plane of water. I don't think there is air.
I mean, there are floating islands in the elemental plane of air. I'm sure there's somewhere in the elemental plane of water that has air.
Like a giant bubble.
You just find the bubble hotel. It's got the highest rates because they know you don't really have anywhere else to go when your water breathing spell runs out.
Oh man, too real.
From what you guys have seen, there are not any locations in this area that have air.
That's
okay. Okay, so when the game ends, however it ends, I want to ask them just very nicely if we could take that orb and promise to bring back a better one.
How big is this?
I
the
don't
orb?
think this is gonna work.
This one, it's the same size as the other orbs. It's about the size of a magic 8-ball, maybe a little larger.
Okay. Is it showing any weird qualities that the other ones didn't have? Like, is it zipping around on its own when it's not being held?
No, actually, as you're wondering about this, the squid that got body slammed by the knight comes back out of nowhere and grabs the eel rider that was holding the source, and it actually like full on grapples him, and he drops the source, and it just kind of floats there in the water.
Oh.
Okay. I just keep watching until the end of the match.
The other two eel riders are incapacitated, and you see the other knights just kind of like give up. The people in the hippocampi, they just kind of give up a little bit, and the last eel rider sails up, grabs the source, turns around and jets back towards its person on the chair, and they swim on over and gently deliver the source into the person on the chair's hands, and there's a cheer from the stands.
Interesting.
Very confused.
But what happens to that source once it's done?
It's there.
That's the end of the round?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I say we steal it. And in doing so, we don't cast the spell Thunder Wave.
You know what, Sketchy? You know what?
I do not know what is. I feel like I'm missing something.
All right. We're just.
I mean, we're underwater.
Where does the orb go after the round has completed?
You keep an eye on the person holding the orb, which is easy because it's the person across the arena from you, and they kind of they hold on to it for a little bit until like the everything is calmed down, and then they hand it over to a burly merfolk man in like official kind of uniform, and he takes it and gives them a little nod and disappears into a hallway.
Follow.
Well, he's down past the arena, and the guard again won't let you leave the stands.
Oh, I'm gonna ask that guard if that orb comes back for the next game.
Well, I mean, yes, of course.
So there's only one?
It's the pearl, yeah.
Where'd it come from?
We found it out in the waters. Since the last one broke, they figured they'd put this one back in, use it instead. It can't break, so
why does it have to be that one?
That's just the one we've got.
All right. So what if I could offer you an even better pearl, like a trade?
And he says, "Sir, I don't make the rules here, sir.
I just work here.
I just work here. If you want to discuss
specifics,
I would talk to Nelson or the games master."
Could you?
I would love to.
could you perhaps direct me to Nelson?
Yeah, he points you back towards the harried-looking guy from the front door.
My thanks, and we're sorry to cause you trouble.
No trouble, man.
And so I head over to Nelson. And I start talking to Nelson.
And he says...
Go ahead.
No, sorry, I didn't have anything to say. Go on.
I was going to say... So, my friends seem to be quite enamored by the games. I was wondering if perhaps we could get a tour and look-see at some of the equipment and stuff.
And steal the I mean, what?
And Nelson, he goes, oh,
I don't
well,
actually say that.
I don't... Who are you?
Please.
Travelers.
My name is Zirva, and these are my friends. They're from out of this plane. They came in for a day trip, and I was just wondering if I could show them our culture and what. They took an interest to it, so I was wondering if perhaps just a small little tour.
Deception. Right fucking now.
Thank God I have a 7 in that, because that is... I doubt he'll get that unless he gets a nat 20. That's 16 plus 7.
Bad news,
23.
buddy. Bad news, buddy.
Oh.
Oh God! What?
Oh no.
It's the second NPC nat 20 I've rolled tonight. He goes, I don't recognize you. I don't recognize you. And I can't just give permissions out like this to see behind the scenes. I'm sorry, I can't.
Is there any way we could just possibly see a little bit?
He's like, I can't offer it to people who I know aren't either in the game themselves or are part of the management of the arena. I can't, I'm sorry.
Is there a way we can join the game?
He pauses
Or
for
can
a
we
second.
join Manglement? I mean, management.
Well, I mean, if you really want to, but I mean, I suppose you could. It is not a very large tournament or anything. I mean, these are just. I suppose you could, yeah.
My friend,
Yeah.
how does that sound?
What? Pardon?
I turn to my motley crew behind me and ask them what they think of the suggestion of joining the games.
Yeah,
Mir
sure.
like looks up from his snack like, what? Oh. Oh.
Why not?
I think they'd enjoy it.
Quick question. Do you have like a rules guide?
Well, I mean, if you're not totally familiar with the competitive rules of the game, then yeah, I can probably explain them to you. Yeah.
That would be helpful.
Please.
Oh God, you brought your friends to see Kilia's Pearl and you didn't even tell them what it's about. Alright. Alright, here we go. Okay. So, this, of course, is Kiliel's Pearl. It's a game the game of the game is to steal the pearl and take it to your commander, who will be waiting at the edge of the arena. Hold on, this music is really sad. Switch that out of here. There we go. Yes. Kiliel's Pearl, the name of the game. K-I-L-I-E-L '(S) Pearl. And he says, alright, so... Here, come here. And he actually leads you guys... K-I-L-I-E-L '(S). And he, You ready for some sports? Hell yes. And he leads you guys back down, like, he actually takes you out of like the general area and leads you down a couple of hallways around. And you notice now that this isn't like the only piece of rock suckered onto the outside of this giant glass dome. It's covered in these like rock and hallways and stuff that you guys can walk through and whatnot. And he leads you to like a back room where you guys can like sit down and chill, and he says, all right, so first off, you've got your commander, and that should be the most strategic and intelligent person on your team, and they will sit and they have the map globe to watch the arena and help direct their teammates' movements. And then you've got, of course, your thief, and that is the in case, if I'm sure you saw them in the previous game, they're the only ones who can actually take the pearl from the oyster or from the other thieves. Those, you'll be riding an eel if you decide to be the thief. Then we have knights, and the knights can block the thieves or the hunters or each other, and they can render each other out of commission from the game by stinging each other's mounts. And lastly, you've got hunters, and those are on the squids. You can't really interact with any other players except the thief, who you're supposed to catch. If you catch the thief of an enemy team, that team is out.
Alright.
So basically, you guys have got, there's 6 positions. Crazily enough. You've got a commander.
What a coinky dink.
You've got a, well, this is of course in 6-person Kilia's Pearl. There are other additions for different team sizes, but this is the most popular. So you've got your commander, you have your thief. On an eel, you have the knights, which are on the hippocampi, which can sting each other, and you have hunters, who track down enemy thieves.
Alright.
I take it magic is not allowed to be used during the game.
And he shakes his head. He goes, no, not really. It's generally discouraged as being rather unsporting.
Alright. This... Lurker, what are you doing? Oh my god. Lurker.
He's just posting memes in the chat, don't worry about it. So if you have any questions about the rules, please direct them to me now.
No, we're good. Let's do it.
What sort of actions, are there actions that get a foul or something?
Do not, like, actually try to kill your enemies, because that's pretty freaking rude. If you disable someone's mount, they're considered out of the game, pretty much.
Is that temporary, or...?
I think it's for the round.
It's for the round.
Alright.
You can, if you're the thief, you can steal the source from other thieves. The source, or the pearl, as they call it in the game, is found in the center of the big stone cube in the middle, in an oyster token. And for the first few seconds of the game, the oyster is shut, and then it opens, and then the thieves, the only ones that can fit in there, try to either grab it, or they can, like, wait for each other to get out and try and steal it. Yeah.
Alright, so then we want somebody who's intelligent and strategic as the commander. So that's like maybe.
So not Temp.
Also, probably
I
not
think
Mir,
I'll
who's
take
got a
the
-1 intelligence modifier.
I'm thinking
I
probably.
have a -2 intelligence modifier.
I've got 16, so +3 intelligence.
I have a +1. I'm thinking probably Zach, because Zach should have a pretty high intelligence being a wizard.
+4, kids.
Hey.
Yeah. So Zach should probably be our commander. Then I'm thinking maybe.
Well, look at it this way, Zach. You'll have less swimming to do.
Yes.
I like that.
Somebody quick and speedy and dexful.
Hello, yes.
for the
Quick,
team.
speedy, and dexful here.
Yeah, so either Temp or Minato for the thief, whichever one of you wants to do that.
I have quite dexterous hands.
Mir is also Dexy, but if we need someone with some strength, we should also do one of the other positions.
And
Just realized half the party is Dex. Jesus.
the knights should probably be like a good combo of strength and Dexy. And then maybe the hunters. I'm not sure about the other thing. The hunters.
The hunter's role is to catch the thieves and take them out of commission. So the quicker you can see and react to something, the better you are for it.
Alright.
I mean, Mir also has decent wisdom, so she could maybe do Hunter, perhaps? Or...
Yeah, I don't really have wisdom either.
I'm not good into a full frontal fight.
I'm pretty good at
I
wisdom.
do not want to be on the hippocampi.
That's the knight, right?
Yeah, that's the knight.
Yep.
So are there two
Not quite
hunters,
sure.
two knights,
I'm
or what?
One thief,
up for a
one hunter,
hunter.
3 knights.
Okay.
I will take the thief position.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Okay. Alright.
It does sort of fit.
Then I
you.
should probably do knight.
Alright.
Yeah. That's... yeah.
Brom, what are you thinking?
Pretty much
What's the
decided.
6th position?
There's three knights, 1 hunter, 1 thief, 1 commander. Your commander and thief are decided.
Okay.
And 1 of the knights.
Okay. So very brief.
I
The
can probably
7th
do
position is second
Hunter.
violin.
So what are we thinking?
Which did you say would probably be better for someone with a higher wisdom who can spot and get stuff?
That would probably be hunter.
Yeah.
Mir's a +4 for the wisdom, but she isn't proficient for... She doesn't get a proficiency bonus to perception, so if someone has a higher than a +4 with that.
I have a +5 for wisdom, or I think +5. No, let me see.
Brom will be a knight, okay.
I have a +3 for wisdom, but I do have proficiency in perception, and I also have the alert feat now, which means I can't be surprised. So I don't know if that's helpful at all.
I guess, was dexterity also important for the hunter, though?
It could be, yeah.
Yeah.
It
No
might...
offense to Tiska, but...
Well, it's
No,
mostly
yeah, I
your
know
mount,
what you're
honestly.
saying.
There's only 1 hunter, 3 knights. Alright, so final decisions.
Rip JD.
I don't know.
So we've got Zachar on commander, Minato on thief,
I'm here.
Temp on knight, Brom on knight. Tiska and Mir, one of you gets to be hunter, one of you gets to be knight.
Shrugs.
I guess I'll be hunter,
Alright.
unless Tiska...
Alright, that sounds fair.
Okay.
I have a question for the DM.
Yeah?
Out of character.
Yes.
Are the things that are our mounts, are they considered they are beasts?
Technically, yes. They're beasts.
Oh, jeez.
They're just big beasts.
Alright.
Hey, don't label them like that.
You know what? Lurker, fight me. Alright, so
You lose.
I'll be the last night then. In this
Alright.
game of Squidditch.
Okay.
Squidditch. That's what we're calling it.
So after you guys decide this,
Definitely Squidditch.
Nelson tells you the next game should be starting kind of soon, honestly. He gives you a basic rundown of the arena. There's some chunks of rock and some, like, bits of kelp and weeds and stuff kind of floating around, and then of course there's the big stone cube, and there's 3 tunnels leading into the cube, and you guys will be facing 2 different teams. Oh, and he asks you what your team name is.
Team name.
Oh boy.
That is a good question.
The Victory Squad.
It'd be real embarrassing if you lose.
Trying to think of a good C pun that will make you all hate me.
I'm gonna let you know right now that whatever name you pick, I'm referring to you in my notes as that name forever.
Yeah, so not anything too watery related, please. Because then it'll just be weird.
Oh, so we want this as, like, our team in general
This
name.
is your party title.
Yeah. This is gonna be your party title.
Ergo
You're
dos.
not gonna be them boys.
We them boys.
Although, I mean, Vox Machina did start off as the shits, apparently, so...
Super high intensity team.
No. Lurker, no.
You guys are gonna have to decide this amongst yourself. I can't help you with this decision.
We don't want your help.
Alright, well, that's great, because you're not getting it.
Oh, I like the Rifters. That's a good idea, JD. That's a good one.
That was Skylarks.
Wow. Wow, skeletal.
Oh, yeah.
Good job.
Okay, you know what? I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm
I
sorry.
would have missed it too.
I just saw
It is-
it in all caps.
You know, it is more visible when JD types it in all caps.
Love you, Skylark.
That's true.
Falcon's just sitting there grinning.
I'm just waiting. I can't help with this. Y'all gotta figure it
Hold
out on
on.
your own.
I mean, if we decide we don't like it, it'll only take 1.5 years for us to get away from it.
Like, at this point, I think the hardest puzzle you've thrown at us is the name puzzle.
Yeah.
We will eventually solve your name puzzle.
Can you solve my name puzzle?
I mean, I've already solved the rocks fall everyone dies puzzle.
So, decisions? Make it up your mind quickly. Round's gonna start
I like
soon.
the Rifters.
I don't know.
Okay, 2 votes for Rifters. Or Rift Watchers, whichever you choose.
That sounds like the Abyss Watchers from Dark Souls 3, though.
I don't know what the hell that... Oh yeah, 3rd, because Skylar came up with it.
So that's like...
I'm good with Rift Watch.
Yeah. Rifters or Rift Watchers?
Watchers.
Question, huh?
I don't know. Then I need to make watches for you all, and I really can't do watches.
Could be that our team name is the Rift Watchers and each one of us is Rifter.
The Roof Watchers.
That's just not the same at all.
No, although if Temp is ever drunk, he will probably refer to as the Roof Watchers.
Awful.
So, your final decision is Rift Watchers, but you are individually each a Rifter?
Seems like that's how we're leaning.
Okay. Alright. The Oculus Rifter. Please don't. You're going to
I will say
ruin
this
me.
has so far been a much more civil discussion than when my other D&D group tried to name a kingdom.
Oh jeez.
Took literally an hour.
God. That's awful. Alright, so unless anybody objects right now, you guys are going to be the Rift Watchers.
Objection.
What?
Nothing. I just wanted to say that.
Alright, that's fair.
Awful.
Alright.
Just picture the big sound effect balloon over your head. Objection!
Yep.
Exactly.
That's what he was going for. Hell yeah. Alrighty, so there you have it. So you give your team name to Nelson, and he is like, alright, best, I suppose now would be the best time to go ahead and get you acclimatized to your mounts. So follow me down to the stables, and, we'll go ahead and you can meet your specific mount, and then we'll, go ahead and head out to the field.
Alright, about how long do we have to become acclimatized to the mount?
You've got a few minutes.
30 seconds. Let's go.
Alright,
A few minutes.
I'm
Okay.
cast animals on myself to talk to my little friend.
Hell yeah. So Nelson leads you down through another one of those weird rock hallways to like the bottom of the sphere, or like the what is basically the bottom, since all of this is vaguely oriented up and down. And it's funny because this area is a tube, and there's like stables on each part of the tube. It's real weird. But he shows to you guys, the 3 knights, you guys meet these hippocampi, which are, I actually have there's a picture on my wall. What a
Pictures.
hippocampus looks like. Behind me. It's really hard to see.
Oh, I see it.
I have to look.
Yeah, they've got very big, pretty eyes, and,
It's the color one, isn't it?
I can't see anything.
this is a hippocampus. And except in the tail, instead of being a big fin, there's a stinger.
Oh.
Yep.
That's
It's dangerous.
Intriguing.
Also, their faces split open into like big toothy maws, which is quite frankly a little bit terrifying, but they're still beautiful.
Does it split vertically or horizontally?
Horizontally.
Oh,
it's like
it'd
their
be more
entire-
terrifying if it was vertically.
Oh yeah, no, that would have been weird. No. They can.
Tiska wants to be friends with it.
All right. It is a very beautiful creature. And yeah, you can be friends with it, sure. Did you cast?
Yeah, I'm casting speak with
I
animals.
give mine a hug.
It accepts your hug and actually nuzzles the back of your head. It loves you. Side note, while you're writing these, they will
first thing in my
respond
life.
to telepathic commands.
That is.
Oh, so they're as telepathetic as I am?
Uh-huh.
I guess I go up to.
It is basically a big old seahorse. Or, as I prefer to call them, a sequine.
That is beautiful. Sequines for life.
Hell yeah. So, yeah, you can speak with this thing. It will respond to telepathic commands normally, but your spell actually allows you to, like, speak with it. So what would you like to say?
Yeah. I'm gonna ask its name and ask how it's doing.
It tells you its name is, Arca. and that it just saw its like 3 people down go out in successive rounds, and it's really, really excited to go out there and play some game. And do some swimming, and do some more swimming, and like maybe sting somebody.
Alright, I'm pretty excited too.
What mount does Mir have?
Mir also has a... No, you're the hunter. Oh, you've got a really big squid. You wonder how you're gonna ride this thing, but it has a saddle on it, and it looks like it'll hold you. It's got straps so you don't fly off while it jets away.
Mir, by way of greeting, walks up to it and like wiggles her arms around like noodle arms.
It wiggles its 10 tentacles right back at you.
Awesome. Beautiful.
Wait, 10 tentacles?
It's a squid.
Oh, yeah. I go up and I greet my eel.
It immediately runs its face right into your chest. It is demanding pets.
I give it lots of pets.
It loves you.
Head pats.
It's like a happy dog. It's got this big undercut, this big lower jaw, and if you scratch it right under the jaw, it like wiggles its whole body.
Nice, nice. Now, can it talk to me at all through the telepathic stuff, or?
No, it can understand you and will obey your commands and directions, but it can't talk through the basic telepathy.
And a quick question, when I was in the match, does the eel shock do electric damage, and does it harm the rider at all?
It does not.
It does not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The only creatures, the only mounts that seem to do damage are the hippocampi, and they sting each other.
Okay. That is all I needed to know. So it's more like a moray eel than.
Absolutely is. It's a really big moray eel. This head, like I may have misunderstated exactly how big this eel is. This thing's head is like the size of your entire torso and head combined. It like it would have knocked you over had you not been underwater.
Right. I give it lots of pets.
It
and
is.
Then mount it.
It is overjoyed.
This is too much.
It
Pat
wiggles.
Its side
it is.
And say, after I mount it, I pat its side and say, "Let's go win this. Let's go win this."
It does like a wiggly dance thing. It is so excited to finally get out to go get out there and play some game. It is more excited than Tiska's hippocampus is.
I admire your enthusiasm.
Anybody else?
Are we about to actually roll for hype in game?
I mean, you can if you want.
Hell yeah.
I'm asking if anybody else wants to talk to their animal first.
Oh, I'm just gonna hug my hippocampus. Never let go.
Yeah. Okay. It accepts your hug.
Good.
It's the horse you always wanted.
No, that's a different. Wait, no, different campaign.
It's the horse you never knew you wanted.
That's fair enough. So, after you guys are doing this for a few minutes, Nelson comes back and he's like, "Alright, you all know the rules. You've all been basically told exactly what or how to do." By the way, he basically explained, like, I'm not gonna bother explaining this. There's, like, actual serious rules to this game, where it's like, you can take these actions, you can move this far on your mount because it can swim this distance, blah, 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 blah. I'm not gonna bother with all that. Don't worry about it, but Nelson told you guys that stuff, and you're gonna, like, obey by it. And whatnot. Is all, really.
Okay.
Yeah. So unless we do something blatantly cheatish, we won't get fouled for things.
Yeah. There's, like, certain actions that only people can take, like, only the thief can take the whatever action. I wrote all this shit down. I made this entire fucking thing, but I'm not gonna go in that that deep with it.
Yeah. Okay, let's play.
We're already deep underwater. Don't need to go
Yeah.
any
You
deeper.
know, I wasn't gonna make the pun, but you went ahead and just dove for it.
Well played.
And it went over swimmingly.
This episode is literally just all water puns, isn't it?
Yeah.
Moistly.
Yes.
I'm drowning. Help me.
The depths of my soul.
Let's go. Let's go. All right, come on. Let's
Are
go.
you drowning in your Wait, no. That's not right.
Crawling in my crawl. Let's roll. All right. Come on.
Scrolls, they will not crawl.
Watch out, Falcon's getting a bit crabby.
Now, I don't want to dampen anyone's spirits, but we don't have that much time left.
I'm the group's tilt dolphin.
Let's play.
Let's fucking go, you guys. Alright, so Nelson shows you guys the way out, and you all mount up, and you all have, like, straps on your saddles that'll keep you from getting left behind when your mount jets off in one direction or the other. And Nelson shows you the way out to the inner arena, and you guys head out there, and... Oh, all except for Zakrow, who is escorted up to the chair by the, to one of the 3 seats around the edges of the arena.
Okay.
Zakrow,
Okay.
you are shown to this lovely, it's like a comfy chair. You can sit in it even though there's no gravity. It's kind of weird. Actually,
I'm
no,
gonna
because
stand on it.
you can choose to rise or sink, so you can choose to sink-ish in the direction of the chair.
I'm gonna stand on that chair.
Okay, you're not going to be able to reach your map, but okay.
Wait, okay, I need my map.
Yeah, you do.
I will sit in the chair as directed.
There's
With
a pedestal
gratitude.
in front of your chair that, as soon as the match starts, it will go ahead and light up in a blue globe that will move. It's like a hologram, basically, and it moves around when you touch it.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
As soon as as the rest of you head out into the arena field, those maps appear, and on it, Zakrow, you can see all of your team members. Oh, guys, sorry, what's your team color?
Green.
Purple.
Bright pink.
Absolutely not bright pink.
Well, you guys are really gonna have to decide on something.
Fucking neon.
Does the commander
Teal.
decide? Because it's orange.
You know,
Purple.
I was
you
gonna
all
say
decided.
the green of the stream overlay. Get a
Yeah,
little
green
bit of-
works.
Purple
Green
don't
works.
So,
Can we be rainbow?
Can
No.
we be
sorry.
rainbow?
I'm so sorry, but
Oh,
there's
Oh,
just
please.
there's sets of armbands in various colors, and they're only in one color each.
But
Okay.
but,
Green
but
it
this
is.
is us. We are the.
This is a
Scribble one of
temporary
each color armband and wear them all. Make a whole sleeve out of them.
No, you can't. Sorry.
Let's embrace our inner edgelords and go black.
Oh,
That's-
that's a choice.
I would not object to that.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Okay, y'all rolling with black then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Guess I'm outvoted, but
It practically blends into Mir's feathers.
Aw.
Nice.
Minato, which color did you prefer?
green. Or teal.
Group
After
vote.
all, it
You
is.
guys gotta pick.
But I am outvoted, so black it is.
Do you want me to roll a die? Evens green, odds black?
If that is how you want to do it.
I'll take it.
It's a 5.
Black.
Alright, black it is. Each of you is adorned with a black armband that shows what team you're on.
Which team are we on again?
Your own
The Rift
team.
Watchers.
Oh, we're the black team, right?
You're the Rift Watchers. So, on your little globe map, Zakrow, you can spin it if you want to see it from any direction.
Spin it. Spin it real quick.
I'm doing it.
You spin it, it spins like a top. When it eventually slows down, you see marked on it, you can see all 5 members of your team, and you can see 4 of members of each of the other teams.
Which one?
Oh,
You
so they
do
can't
not-
see the thief, can they?
You do not see their thief.
Ah. I dig it.
Mm-hmm. You can see their knights and their hunters, but you cannot see their thieves.
Perfect. They can't see our thief either. Go,
Exactly.
sneaky Minato, go!
Alrighty. So, you guys, you look around, and it is announced that you are facing against two teams. One is the Eyes of the Deep, and I am searching for a second for the name of their commander. Give me a second, it's buried in the chat somewhere. Crap, where is it? Okay, the Eyes of the Deep is commanded by Sahagan, I think is how you pronounce it. Sahagan?
Sahagan.
Sahagan?
Sahuagin, is that how that voice are pronounced?
Okay, I'm gonna call him Sahagan because that sounds best, I think. And that one is commanded
That's right.
by someone named Risha, or Risha, I think.
What's commanded by the second person?
That's the team, the Eyes of the Deep. They're mostly Sahagan, with I think one merfolk.
The commander is named Orisa.
No. Risha.
Risha.
Close enough.
And the other team.
So that's the name of the race. Okay. I was confused for a second, but I'm good.
The other team is the Coral Ridge Kraken, and they are commanded by a brilliant merfolk girl named Mora. And all of these are announced. Oh, thank you, Nove, for pinning those to the... Thank you. And both of those are announced.
Brilliant as in smart or brilliant as in brightly colored?
Both.
Both.
Yes.
Nove, if you could pin the strategies for both teams to the specific Discord chat made for this game, thank you very much. So both of them are announced, their teams are announced, and then you guys are announced. The Rift Watchers, commanded by Zakra. What was your name? Firefoot?
Firefoot.
Zakra Firefoot. And that, with that, the guy in the middle blows his conch shell horn. Well, he's not really in the middle. He's kind of up near the top. He's got this big, huge conch shell. It takes both hands to lift this thing. It is lovely colors. And he blows it, and all three teams jump into action. What will you do?
I'm gonna watch and see where the other teams target immediately.
Okay.
Mir's gonna try and keep an eye on the thieves. I assume they all go for the thing in the center, so she's gonna watch to see who comes out first.
Is the thing in the center immediately open?
Yes, there are no like doorways on the tunnel entrances.
I mean, like for the pearl.
The pearl is not in your view, it is within the stone cube. Oh,
Okay.
but you can go towards it, but it takes about 20 to 30 seconds for the oyster to open. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. So in the meantime, I kind of just weave in between the hippocampi of my team
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're sticking with all three of your knights?
at the time being, yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm sticking with.
Yeah,
Minato.
same.
Okay.
Quick check. Hunter attacks the thief. Do they interact with the knights at all?
No. They can
Okay.
be blocked by the knights, but that's about it.
Okay.
Are we allowed to sting the hunters or just the other hippocampi?
Only the other knights.
Can I talk to my team?
Yes. Anything you say to
Anybody
them?
who has ropes?
Whoa, what
Anybody who
was
has ropes, set up a way to trip or catch up other members of the party, or if you other members of your enemy teams, or if you have a net, you want to use that. Minato, you need
Thank
to
you,
head
Nove.
straight for the pearl, but be stealthy and have at least one person to be an honor guard, but not so close that they can use that to pinpoint your location.
Confirmed.
As you do this,
I'll stick with Minato.
Sorry, go on.
No, that was it. I'll stick with Minato.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
As you are
Careful.
commanding this, you notice that the Eyes of the Deep, who are wearing a brilliant crimson color of armband, one of their knights heads towards one of the entrances of the stone cube, and two of them head towards the other one. The Eyes of the Deep thief vanishes from sight. He's probably going on the other side of the cube, and the hunter appears to be kind of circling the cube. As for the...
I keep tabs on where the hunter is.
Okay. As for the Kraken, let's see here. There's actually other people playing against you guys right now, so...
Wait, what?
Uh-huh.
Like, real people?
Yes. So I'm reading through
Okay.
their strategies right now. And trying to kind of balance this against you guys.
Okay.
Beg pardon?
All right.
Suddenly shit gets real.
Uh-huh.
Darn, we're not facing AI.
No, you're not facing AI.
Yeah, it's not the AI.
Or your poor dumb
Alright.
DM.
Alright.
Mir will actually kind of drift kind of beneath the cube, hopefully a little away from the other hunters, so that she can keep an eye on the entrances.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. I think that first team, they're trying to block off all the entrances so they can immediately capture whoever's thieves come out. So we need
What-
to like clear up at least one of those entrances. Stat.
What's the second team doing?
The second team, the knights of those three are sticking together in a trio, and they have actually gone directly for the Eyes Knight, who is just kind of chilling at an entrance by himself.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm able to communicate with my party as well, right?
Yes.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm keeping an eye on the hunters, on the other team's hunters for now.
Please do.
Okay. The Eyes of the Deep Hunter is still circling the top of the cube, well, the relative top of the cube. The Kraken Hunter is actually has jetted around the side of the arena. It is now between Zakrau and Risha.
I roll for stealth
Okay.
to sneak around the knight that's about to be attacked by 3
Okay.
and go through that entrance.
Alright. Roll some checks real quick. What'd you get for your stealth?
I rolled a 21.
I can't roll this die anymore.
You rolled another
You
nat
just get
20.
another fucking nat 20.
I did. The knight sees you and moves to block the entrance.
Can I do a dexterity check to try and slip by?
You may. And you will
Meanwhile,
have
can I
advantage because...
assist by...
Actually, you will not have advantage, never mind. Because as you're going up and the 3 knights are now cornering this other knight, they do... Well, hold on. You got a 21, you said?
Yeah, I had a 21.
They do not see you, actually.
And can I
So you have
assist by, just, like, getting up? Well, no, you don't need assistance because you have advantage anyway, right?
That's correct.
I do
Can
have
I-
advantage on the dexterity check. Just to make sure.
Yes, you do. Thank you, Nove.
That is a 16.
Okay. Contested by this guy. Yeah, he blocks you. He scoots his hippocampus to the side, even as one of the other hippocampi, one of the Kraken hippocampi, lashes out their tail, and you see it just miss this hippocampus as he blocks to as he scoots to the side, and you cannot enter the tunnel just yet.
Okay.
Alright, can I get up?
Can I? Sorry.
Oh yes, Temp,
I'm...
you're there.
Yes. Can I stealth up behind and see if I can't catch some people unaware?
Roll me stealth. That was a hell of a dice roll noise.
That was a 10.
Total or just a roll?
Total.
Ooh.
I rolled a 3.
Okay, let's roll a couple of them.
That's
Oh.
pretty.
Yeah, they see you.
Yeah.
Fortunately, they see you.
I figured.
Uh-huh. They kind of turn around and actually roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, that's something I can do.
Yeah.
Fuck me sideways.
What'd you get, pal?
Nat 1.
Yikes. Not great. You stealth up behind this guy, and you're like, He doesn't see me. He doesn't see me. I got this. I fucking got this. I got this. This game is new, but I've got... BAM! That hippocampus whips around and stings yours right under the front leg. And you feel your mount go stiff. And your mount is paralyzed and you are out of the round.
Can you heal them out?
You might be able to. If you can, that's not something that's ever been done in this game, so you might be able to get it to fly.
I can't heal it, but if somebody else can.
I mean, I'm still there, right? I'm not disabled.
Right, but once your
Let me
mount
see
is
if I
out, you're technically out. It's like, if you were in a horse race and your horse falls down, you technically could still run, but, like, you're not on a horse, dude.
Fair. I'm not talking about getting off the horse and swimming or anything.
Okay.
We'll get back to me.
Okay.
I'm sure.
Tiska.
I'll go for it.
Alright. Yeah, I was gonna go over there and see if I could help out. I want to sting some people. And
Okay. Yeah, you run over to where the 3 Kraken Knights are and the 1 Ice Knight and Minato.
Yep.
Okay.
No, JD, I'm not thunder waving people.
And you're just trying to sting?
Yep, going for stings.
Okay, go for it.
would.
Roll me a... I mean... Shit,
I
roll
mean,
me a...
this isn't so much my dex. This...
Roll me an attack, I guess? And I'll make a dex saving throw on this guy.
Alright,
Like, what type of attack are we going for here?
Just
Does
roll...
she have her strength or does she have like her wisdom for handling an animal?
I mean, go ahead and rad your wisdom,
Yeah.
yeah.
Alright, I rolled shit, so I'm gonna use my, DM's inspiration to reroll this because that was garbage.
Okay, alright.
I rolled a 6, by the way.
Okay, yeah, that would not
So
have
that
hit.
plus
Not work.
3 would be a 9. I rolled another fucking 6.
Well,
Oh.
the good news... Actually, it's only good news. Congratulations, my dude rolled a 9 to contest, so you go ahead and hit. And you also drift your hippocampus, and you're like, you wanted to play this game? Let's play this game. And your hippocampus is like, hell yeah, let's do this! And whips his tail around and stings one of the Kraken Knights. And that one is out. Minato, if you would like to make another attempt to get in,
I would.
go for it.
Would that be another stealth?
No, that would be, like, acrobatics or athletics, whichever's better.
For Tiska, can she heal, Temp's mount?
I will let
Would
you
that
know
be,
that
like,
right now the mount is under the condition
healing word is-
paralyzed.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Healing
that
will
would
not
be
do
more of a
anything.
restoration spell, right?
Mm-hmm. You're gonna need restoration.
I did not bring lesser restoration today.
Mir has that if you can
I rolled a 20.
try to watch out for the eels.
20 total?
Total. Yes.
Okay, this time, as you're looking at this Eyes of the Deep Knight, you're like, buddy, my friend just wrecked that person. You're next. And he's like, shit. And your eel, like, does, like, a weird shivering side slip and just darts right past him, and you're in the tunnel. Mir.
Can, Mir?
Yes.
She's gonna, like, be circling the cube, watching for the eel. She also might, casually get a little close to Temp's mount and poke it with a lesser restoration.
Okay. Yeah, Mir, as you are circling around, you notice that, let's see here, let me roll a couple of... yeah, that's way better. Okay, the Eyes of the Deep Knights that were guarding the second entrance, are still there, and the third entrance is basically unguarded, and you notice, as you're kind of coasting down on your giant squid towards Temp, that the Coral Ridge Kraken thief has disappeared into the tunnel there as well.
Get in there.
I mean, I can't actually get in there on my giant squid.
Never mind.
So I will just sort of keeping an eye on that entrance, kind of sweep by and kind of poking Minato's hippocampus restoration as I go by.
Temps hippocampus, you mean?
Yeah, sorry. Right, Minato's on the heel. Can I do this, or?
Yeah. Go ahead and
Okay.
roll me sleight of hand also.
$17.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. You go ahead and as you pass by Temps, you just kind of whisper a couple words to your gods, and you lean over and just send this spell his way, and all of a sudden, Temp, underneath you, your mount recovers.
Dear Soon, I know this isn't terribly sportsmanlike, but we do kind of need to save the world. Thank you.
What a good prayer. So.
Well, can I
Alright, yeah.
do something real quick then?
What do you want to
See,
do?
Temp would like to emulate me and would like to put up in here.
Would like to what now?
Sneak.
Okay, go ahead.
There we go. 25.
Alright. Yeah, you trying to sneak behind a dude again?
Yeah, basically.
He does not see you.
Nice. Let's see if I can hit him then.
Yeah, roll that with advantage.
For, animal handling, was it?
Yeah, you can go ahead and use that if you want.
Oh, it went behind the laptop. I mean, I'm pretty sure that one's gonna get it. Non-natural 20.
Yeah, you're the comeback king. You sweep up behind this dude and you jab.
You bet your sweet butt I am.
Your hippocampus jabs the other, kind of like where the tail meets the horse torso, and that one goes limp, and you're like, hell yeah! And you look up and notice that now you are facing one Eyes of the Deep Knight, one Coral Ridge Kraken Knight, and you see charging towards you the other two Eyes of the Deep Knights.
Alright, I'm gonna sweep in and rescue his ass.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
check again.
attack on one of those guys.
Alright, we're gonna swap to a different person right now. Minato. You're inside the
Yes.
tunnel.
Quite.
Okay, you're in there, you head down the tunnel. You can either do it very quickly, or you can do it very carefully. Because there are bits hanging out from the walls.
Yes.
What would you like to do? Which, you can pick one. Choose one.
I do it quickly.
Alright, roll me acrobatics check.
Living life on the edge, because we are the edge team apparently.
That you are.
22.
Edge walks among you.
Thank you for all the cheers,
Sorry, I had to-
everybody. Thanks.
I'll type it out. That's what I rolled.
What did you...
22.
22. Oops, hold on. Goodness. Alright. Yeah, you successfully, you slew your mount back and forth as you guys are together, just like zooping through the tunnel. You are very, very cool looking. If anybody could see you, which they can't, unfortunately. And you see ahead of you, a beam of light. And you look down.
Can Zakrow see on the globe and appreciate the fancy acrobatics?
Zakro can see your little, like, dot moving back and forth a little bit. That's about it, though.
Aw.
It is okay. So you said there's nobody can see anything unless they're right here in the room with me,
Yes, that's correct.
right? Brilliant. I go towards the light where the orb is.
Yeah, before you, when you emerge, the tunnel gets narrower and narrower, and at the very end, only you can barely fit through with your eel, and you get the idea that this is on purpose. And you emerge into a small chamber, and there's a beam of light coming through a little bitty pinhole in the roof, and on the floor of the chamber is an oyster.
Okay.
Check the traps.
Is it a blue oyster?
No, it's like pink and gray.
Darn.
Sorry.
Then we can't make a religious organization to the blue oyster cult.
Sorry, buddy.
Oh lord.
Look around. I head towards it, looking for anything that might be out of sorts, or any opponents coming in.
Roll perception.
What do your elf eyes see, Legolas?
16. I have
You got what?
16.
Okay, give me a second. Okay. Alright. You see kind of hiding in one of the tunnel entrances is another thief.
Mm-hmm.
This thief has a red armband and is the thief belonging to the Eyes of the Deep team.
Shoot him.
Ray of
Okay.
Frost. Just do it.
The oyster has not opened yet.
Okay.
Ray of Frost reduces their speed.
Right.
It's true.
You don't have invisibility, right?
No, I don't have invisibility, unfortunately.
Darn.
However, how far away is the opposite side of the little room here where the guy's
Thanks,
hanging
thank
out
you.
at?
It's maybe 10 or 15 feet away. It's really not far. However, you are now like right next to the oyster, and this dude hasn't made a move yet.
Okay. Okay, so what I do is I cast Mage Hand underneath his mounts and unstrap his seat.
Oh,
Goodness me.
oh, that's so good.
Well, all right. Roll me a sleight of hand check, maybe.
I think you can.
George.
Are we high enough level that he can make Mage Hand invisible now?
Not yet, I
Or
don't
is
think.
that level 6?
Yes, I am.
What?
Let me take a look real quick.
Yeah, I don't think you get invisible mage hand until higher level.
I can't remember what level. It's. I think it's level 7. Is Mage Hand Wizard Min.
Mage Hand. Spectral floating into the Mage
Thank you,
Hand.
Skylark.
It's under your class features as an Arcane Trickster.
Right.
It's not part of Mage Hand. It's
No,
not.
it's not invisible yet.
Okay. Well, that's fine, but I can.
You can still he's
Wrap
not
it up,
gonna
it up.
see under the straps under his hippocampus.
Yeah,
anyway.
I'm gonna. Yeah, he can't see your mage hand, but neither can you. So I'm gonna give you disadvantage, but you do get to use you do get to use sleight of hand for it instead of just straight dexterity. Lexicon, thank you, my dear.
All right. That is.
Come on, Luke. I believe in you.
What is my? I'm too many pages open. Sorry, guys. Sleight of hand.
Yeah.
That will be 17.
Okay. I'm not taking that answer. Okay. You do not manage to unstrap his saddle, unfortunately. He's shifting around. The bonds holding the saddle to the eel are like weird and it's not like a horse. You've never done this on an eel before. And just generally it is just confusing and bizarre, and you cannot manage to get a hold of the straps.
So we're having a bizarre
okay.
adventure.
So, then can I move it up and start scratching under the eel's chin?
You can definitely try that. Roll me, I
Oh,
guess,
jeez.
animal handling, I suppose?
This is gonna be terrible. I can already tell. Oh yeah, that's a 5.
Didn't matter what you rolled. Because guess what the eel rolled to resist?
37 and a half.
20.
He rolled a fuck. I used a different die. It was meant to be.
Alright, you know what?
The eel bites at your glowing hand. And now the Eyes of the Deep thief knows that you were using magic on him.
Was I? Was I really?
He knows.
I just continued to swim around in circles.
The oyster pops open.
I reach down for the orb.
Okay.
I pick it up and head back out the way I came.
Alright, and make a dexterity saving throw.
That is 14.
Yeah, no worries, don't worry about it. The Eyes of the Deep thief makes like a dive for you, but due to his eel being slightly uncomfortable, it's pretty slow. It takes him a second to spur his eel into action, and he actually bonks his little nose on the upturned lid of the oyster as you and your eel turn and just make a beeline for the exit.
Okay.
They are, however, following you, so would you prefer to go swiftly or carefully through the hallway?
Swiftly.
Alright. Roll me
And,
a acrobatics.
With great and furious speed.
That will be a what check?
Acrobatics.
Okay, that's going to be a 23.
Yeah, you do your same sick, awesome, sick, nasty acrobatics. You do like a barrel roll in the middle of it, and you actually do like a front flip too at the same time. It's really weird. It's really incredible. And you look behind you to see the Eyes of the Deep eel is just literally, he bonked his nose and now he's confused and now he's just swimming into a wall.
Oh, baby.
So I pause at the opening.
Right. At the opening.
Okay, go for it.
At the opening, there is the remaining Coral Ridge Kraken Knight has vanished, and you don't see them. But there are 2 of your knights and 2 Eyes of the Deep knights.
Falcon?
Actually, I think all 3 are still there.
Falcon?
Yes?
Check your DMs.
Okay, sorry about this, yep. You may definitely not, JD. What the fuck?
Dang it, alright.
Now I want to know.
Do we even want to know?
So.
I want to know.
I really want to know.
Zach, I can tell you later what was in his head.
I am going to do some fun stuff.
Okay. I think all 3 of the Eyes of the Deep Knights might be there.
Okay.
Because I don't think any of them were removed from combat, just 2 Kraken Knights.
Okay.
And that was...
So I drop 2 iron spikes behind me. Just
Okay,
let
they
them
float in the air.
There. And you mean water. And then I
Water.
sneak out of the opening.
Roll stealth with disadvantage, because they knew you went in, and they know you're probably coming out.
Well, I rolled the same thing twice.
And what was that thing?
It was 19 plus stealth,
You're
which
fine.
is 7.
You're fine.
And
They did not.
and I use my mage hand to take my deck of cards and throw it all through the wall, throw the cards all through the water after I've left the area.
Are
and
you
then
ninja
fly.
smoke bombing with a deck of cards?
I am, and I'm making the mage hand go through it to make it look like I went the opposite direction.
Oh man, roll me like a
And
cursory sleight of hand. That's fucking badass.
Oh.
And that would dispel my mage hand because it would be without my 30 feet by that point.
Right.
Is this advantage, disadvantage?
Just flat.
Just flat, sleight of hand?
Yeah.
17.
They fall for it. There, you see them rear back. You see the hippocampi rear back. By the way, Tiska and Temp, I'm gonna need you to also make, like, perception checks real quick. The two of them...
What do we need?
What?
Perception?
Yeah, and you have
Sorry.
to beat... You have to beat Luke's, or, Minato's sleight of hand.
21?
Okay. Tiska?
I'm rolling shit tonight. That was an 8 plus 5. I didn't make it.
You did not make it. Temp, you see Minato's eel and Minato herself as they dart in one direction. Tiska, you see the whoosh through the cards and you're like, she went that way! And you see the 3 knights go tearing off after her and you're like, I gotta go help her! And you also go that direction. Temp, you see all this happen and you're like, huh. Alright.
Falk, I can tell them what really happened.
You can.
Yeah.
But do
So
you?
I do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do the thing.
Tiska, you are not confused by this at all. Never mind.
Alright, awesome.
I tell them
Yeah.
to keep going with it.
I was gonna say, if you both shoot
Yeah,
follow
I'm
after
gonna
Minato, they'll know
follow-
where she actually went.
That's
Yeah, I'm
true.
gonna keep
That's a good
following
point, yeah.
the other knights and
See what they're up to.
Yeah. See what they're up to and like maybe try to take one of them out.
Nice.
And I try to stealthily head towards my commander.
Okay. As you are doing this, there's a shadow.
Oh joy.
A shadow. Spooky.
Yeah.
Hunter!
The Eyes of the Deep Hunter was lurking near the exit and is now coming for you.
Ah, joy.
Hunters can't attack other hunters, right? Just the
That's-
thieves?
Yeah, just the thieves.
Okay.
Time,
You can-
time
you
to
can
get some
body
body
block.
blocks in, boys.
Yeah, you can block, but you can't, yeah, take down.
Does it look like the hunter's coming straight for me?
Yes.
Okay, who's the closest person to me?
That would probably be Temp.
Alright. Then I do some tricky work and get back to Temp. And some zigging and zagging.
Okay.
And then, you know, hide out on the opposite side of Temp for a little bit.
Okie dokie. Let's see. Roll me another stealth check real quick.
Yeah. Not good.
Mm-hmm.
What is it not good?
An 8 plus, well, it's not bad. An 8 plus 7.
I
Which
mean, that's
is-
still a 15.
Okay. Now I'm gonna need you to roll me, let's see. Contested athletics.
Oh, jeez.
Athletics, not acrobatics?
Athletics.
Damn.
Oh, jeez, Rick.
Oh, the 16?
Not quite. You,
Mm.
you zoop behind Temp, and as you're, like, looking back towards the Eyes of the Deep Hunter, something swirls up on your right side, and you look over in time to see the Eyes of the Deep Thief and its eel reappear and snatch the orb out of your arms.
Can I cast
Chase.
minor illusion
Can Mir go for it?
to
Mir
make
can
him
absolutely
grab
go
the
for it.
wrong one?
What?
Can I cast minor illusion to make it look like I have it in the other, and he snags the wrong one?
There's only one orb on the field.
Yes, but minor illusion, I can make it look like I haven't one. Like another one.
There's
Another.
never, ever gonna be more than one. He'll see right- you can try, but he'll see right through it immediately.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Mir? What you doing?
Here's gonna go for the thief And I can have, like, for instance, my eel try to grabby. I mean, my squid try to grabby.
Go for it. Roll. I don't know.
Animal handling.
Yeah, I guess animal handling.
Fuck.
What'd you roll?
That one.
Oh no.
The dice are not with me tonight.
The you direct your big squiddo towards
I don't
the...
suppose I could give myself advantage by, like, using thaumaturgy or something to flicker weird lights or sound at him. Try to confuse.
You do have an inspiration.
I do. How does that work?
You can re-roll.
Okay. Guess what I got?
What did you get?
What?
Nat
20.
What?
Woo!
You, like, oh
That's
my
what
God.
we needed.
Apparently this is a very balanced die.
Damn, dude.
Shit, son. There are other numbers, you know.
No,
are
no.
numbers
Rolling
between
multiple
those two.
twos, so I know that there are other numbers.
Zachary, you cannot cast anything. Please, like, just speak up so I don't have to move out of the different chats.
So Mir goes in for the squid
yeah.
grab. Spends her
You
inspiration.
go in for the squid grab, and you squid grab. Boy howdy do you squid grab. Your squid snatches up the thief with its two, like, longer tentacles, and then just wraps around it with the other 8. And you have secured this thief. And as per the game rules, he drops the orb.
Woo!
Go, Minato, go!
I go for it. Do I have to roll for anything?
It's just floating there. No.
Oh.
Okay, so then I go and grab it and then swirl around my hunter for a second to see what's if there's any nearby danger between me and my commander.
Falcon, what do I see going on out there?
It's hilarious because now I just decided to finally send you a DM about it.
Okay. Okay, Minato, you've got incoming and you gotta get out of there. Falcon, what side is the Kraken Knight coming from?
Left.
On your left.
Okay, which way do I need to head? So I can orient myself.
Towards me. Come towards me.
It's right?
Up and
Or
to the
straight?
left.
I have to go up and left?
Mm-hmm.
And he's coming from the left.
Yes.
Can you use mirror as cover?
That's what I was thinking.
Near you.
And I
are
need another
allowed-
knight to get over here to deal with this.
Alright, Mir.
Alright,
I
I'll
need you
come
to
over
take me.
and
Uh-oh.
fuck with that.
Mir, I need you to take me that way.
Okie dokie.
I'm gonna help.
Mir, don't worry, you've
I'm
just got
going
this
to-
other thief grappled. You just kind of tow him around with you now. He's yours.
This is so
Just a couple of tentacles hold on to that while the just sort of woodles along
I
with
can't-
the rest of its tentacles.
Yep.
I kind of flow in between, or near the tentacles
No, thank
to
you.
start trying to get myself blended in, and so I can do a stealth check.
Okay.
You're like have it.
Yeah,
kind of
I'm not having a good time
What'd you roll?
stealthing at the moment.
Can I give him advantage by having thing kind of woodle around its tentacles?
Yeah, you can. I'll allow it.
I'll Can I like
Okay.
thaumaturgy little like illusory juggling balls and it pretends to juggle? This is just so bizarre that gives him advantage.
That's pretty cute.
I'll give it to you for like the noodling tentacles to hide in, which would make it hard to like see through. You can go ahead and thaumaturgy, but I don't know. You can't give him like double advantage or anything.
No, I just meant this was just extra flavor for the one
Go
advantage.
for it. Your squid juggles. It's incredible.
I'm not sure what he's juggling, but okay, yeah, that helps me
illusory
go
juggling.
from
Thaumaturgy.
that helps me go from a nat 1 to a 16, so that's 16 plus 7, which is 23.
You succeed, and the the knight that you see coming from the right, who also has the Kraken Thief with it. Oh wait, no, hold on. It's got the Kraken Thief with it. Give me just a second. Yeah, both of them slow, and they're still approaching, but the thief seems wary, and the knight just looks bewildered. He doesn't know where you are. Also, the squid is juggling? Oh my god. Oh my god. And he looks over at his thief, and he's like, do you see that? Do you see that?
Do you see this shit, bro?
Do you see that? That's superior talent right there.
Bro.
Stand down now.
I hope I get cheers from the crowd.
Mir,
Do.
can you go straight down to the left? Or no, straight up to the left, towards the commander. I'm gonna go down the scenic route.
You believe that's safe?
We'll find out.
Okay, be careful. Do I have a knight in there to help block the hunter?
I'll get over there.
Yeah.
We need Tiska in there first, then make your move, and do it fast.
Minato, roll perception, please.
Probably my best perception I've ever rolled of 15.
Let's see here. You see the Kraken Hunter kind of like trying to hide behind the cube, but he's in front of the cube. So, And
Also, I'm now casting minor illusion to make another orb and stashing the other one while
Okay.
doing so.
Minor illusion is like
Making-
super shitty and doesn't really move, but sure. If someone saw you from a distance, they would probably think you're holding the orb.
Yeah, I'm making it look like I'm just shifting hands, and instead I'm hiding the one orb and creating another.
Okay. All right. Yep. Okay. You also see the Eyes of the Deep Hunter. Both of the hunters, pretty much every remaining enemy in this game is converging on you right now.
Right.
Where my knights at? Let's form up.
I'm getting there.
All right, awesome.
I'm over
Falcon,
there.
what can I cast?
Nothing. Nothing. Sorry.
Can I be heard in there?
Yes, they can hear you.
I would like to try to intimidate the other teams.
Yeah, you can fucking taunt or intimidate them. Go for it.
I'm gonna do it. Okay,
What
I'm
do
gonna
you-
tell them
Yeah.
that's what superior talent looks like. You messed with the wrong group.
They didn't ask for this. Go ahead.
What am I rolling?
Well, that would be roll intimidation. And which are you targeting at both of them or?
I'm just doing it. Yeah.
Okay. Pardon me?
What?
What'd you get, JD? Use your words, dude.
19 plus 1, 20.
Okay. They both look suitably intimidated. What are
Yes.
What are you doing
Be rattled.
with that?
What?
What were you like doing? What are you trying to get them to do?
I'm trying to get them to be confused
They're a little
and pay attention
confused.
to me and not the field.
That's true. They both look up at you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I want them to watch me, and instead of my knights who are gonna hopefully form up in a confusing way to guard my thief as she gets as close as possible.
Okay. Minato, you currently have Mir on your left, blocking you from harm. And I believe Tiska on... Tiska, are you there yet?
Yep, I'm there.
Alright, so Tiska's around you. What about the other knights? Temp, Braum?
I think we formed up, right?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, we formed up.
Yeah.
I need to
Mir's gonna
How
keep
far-
an eye out for the other thief, see if she can wrangle that
Yeah.
one too.
Okay. Yeah.
need to see where the other thief is at.
You actually, as you guys are doing this, hold on. My eyes player is actually just pointing this out. As you look at the other enemies, the Eyes of the Deep Hunter and the remaining Eyes of the Deep Knights back off.
Are they actually conceding, or are they faking us out?
They lost their thief.
Oh,
They're
they
out.
can't.
Their thief is currently in Mir's grasp.
Don't let him go.
Yeah, keep him all tangled.
Mir pats her squid. Good boy.
Okay, now
The
where's
squid.
the other hunter?
Just so you know, the squid, in response to the pat, like, does a little, like, color wave glow of colors, of rainbows.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
Alright, this means you have one knight, one thief, and one hunter coming at you.
Okay, who's gonna take out that hunter? And who's gonna catch the thief?
Well, I'm going for the thief. That's pretty much all I can do.
You're pretty close to Zakro now.
Who's
You could
gonna take
probably
out,
try
who's
and
gonna
deliver
take out the hunter?
I'll go in for it.
I
Okay.
can also try to body block the hunter.
Alright, so you guys
Okay.
form like a bastion defense.
I'll go after their knight to keep him from body blocking our hunter.
Okay, okay.
So,
And Minato?
So the setup is there's what, 2-3 knights?
There's
Yeah,
one knight
there's two,
and
right?
one hunter coming at you. You guys took out the other two knights earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, I would
And I've got to
prefer-
watch out for a thief. So
Yeah.
I go over to the one of the closest knight of mine,
Mm-hmm.
and I look for the thief.
The thief is he's there. He's right next to the hunter, kind of hanging behind a little bit, but there.
Okay,
Oh,
keep
so I
eyes
can't-
on him. We don't need to offensively take him out. How close is Minato to me?
Pretty damn close.
What would it take to get there?
Not a lot.
I want to make a perception check, see if there's anything trying to sneak up behind us.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Nat 1.
You don't see
Never mind.
anything.
Anybody
I'm not
else?
making a
Anybody
perception
else?
check.
I do look around and see if there's anything else.
yeah.
Mir will
and I
try
also-
making.
Guys, why are we here? Where are we?
And Falcon, I'm gonna do it by looking at the map and then at the field.
Mir gets a 9.
I got a 19 perception.
Nice.
Okay. You see something
Better than
interesting.
what I got.
What do I see?
You see a knight behind you guys, wearing a blue armband. Didn't you take those both out?
What happened?
They also had a healer.
Yikes.
Son of a biscuit nibbler.
Alright, who's on him?
Alright, who's the next
I-
closest knight?
Oh, are you gonna tell him? Are you gonna tell us that
Yeah,
he's the... Okay.
Yeah, I
I'm
tell you, I tell you.
The group.
Can I go after him then?
Yeah, go for it. Engage in combat
Alright.
with this knight.
Alright. How about thee? No.
Wait,
I'm
is
assuming
it just
it's
a
the
single
animal
knight?
handling again.
Yeah.
I go and help him out.
How?
How? Yeah, that's not really some...
Well, he's close enough for me to get there, right? He's
What
not
are you
like
gonna do to
forever
a
far
knight?
away. Just give me a moment. He's close enough for me to get over there, right?
I might
Without.
add that you are like literally not allowed to interact with the knights, except to be blocked by them.
Okay.
Well, I wasn't gonna actually touch him.
You can't see it, but I'm
I
giving
was-
you a look.
Is it the
I
look?
was going to simply get within
No,
his
not the
field
look
of
sketchy.
vision.
No, not that look. Like the...
It's just a look. What are you doing, Minato?
I was thinking, as I, use my knight as my body block, when he goes to attack, I come up and obscure the knight's field of vision, thus possibly giving advantage on the attack roll.
Mm-mm.
That's putting you in too much, yeah.
Yeah, don't do that.
It was worth a shot.
All right,
So
here we
then
go.
in that case,
That's
I would just.
always good to ask.
Okay.
I think Minato just go for take orb in.
Okay.
The other
Alright,
Bring
so I
in the
was
snitch.
the other members
I was
of
going
the
for the knight that was in
Kraken
front of
team
us.
are very, very close to you at this point. And
As to
Minato,
me.
Minato, dear Minato,
Okay.
I would like you to roll me a contested athletics check.
Very well. That is a 20. Not natural.
You guys see the hunter spur forward as Minato kind of separates a little bit from the knights that are now turning around to block the other Kraken knight. And as this happens, you see the eel flash by your vision. You see this merfolk girl take both of her hands off the reins, and she grabs for this orb, and you guys do like a little tug-of-war thing,
Can
and you
Mir
keep hold of it.
intercept?
Okay.
Her fingers slip off of it, and she falls forward, and she grabs for her eel's reins. She doesn't have much more time because you're right there.
Can Mir go for the other thief?
Yeah, you can try.
Yeah, go for her. Minato, just
Animal
go for me.
handling, right?
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
go straight for Zach. Right?
Actually, before you do, Falcon, can I
21.
see anything else?
You can
Yeah,
try, yeah.
nice.
Mir gets a 21 for animal handling to grab the other thief.
Well then.
With the tentacles that you have not already used to grapple the one thief, grab the other one. Now we've got them both. They're both in your
Nice.
pocket. They're both yours now.
Oh my gosh, you know
You
what?
have
Mir, you
pocket
should make your
thieves.
juggle them.
We're not gonna juggle them. We will continue juggling illusory balls with the remaining
Now
tentacles, though.
now you need to take your squid and go now, kid.
Oh my god. As the Coral Ridge Kraken players see that you have grappled their thief, they stop going forward, they back off. And the field is calm.
Minato, just come in as dramatic as you can.
Oh, I do.
Oh, cool.
Be
I
extra
do.
as hell.
I do
Dude, 360s,
swirls and
ollies, kickflips,
barrels.
whatever.
I even unstrap myself a bit to as I do have the eel do a wide barrel roll type motion. I just to the seat, so I'm upside down in comparison to the
Thank you,
eel, and then I
Mateus.
put myself back in and head up into Zach and hand him the orb. The pearl.
I stow that immediately.
Skylark, thank you. You grab the orb, and the crowd just fucking loses their shit. The crowd is they are amazed that this team of weirdos from another plane of existence has come in and just stolen the game from these other two teams.
What did I tell him? Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Coming back.
That's how we do it on the material plane.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I thought how we did it on the material plane was immaterial here.
Ah,
Worker, no.
Yes.
okay, so yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah, I agree. We're gonna need to wrap this up pretty soon. Okay, so you guys have won.
Okay.
I'm reading
We
the
solved
chat.
we
Damn,
solved
we
your
should have
water
bet on
sport
ourselves.
You
puzzle.
solved my Kiliel's Pearl water sport puzzle. And you played my game within a game. Congratulations.
We won the sports ball.
You won the
Puzzle.
sports
We did
It's
pearl.
the sports ball puzzle.
The sports
ball.
pearl puzzle.
Now let's abduct the sports ball and get out of here.
Already
Alright.
done.
How do you intend to do this?
I
stowed
when
it.
when I handed over to Zach Rao,
Mm-hmm.
I actually hand him a hold on, let me look at it. I hand him my smoky quartz which I had cut, which is roughly
Oh,
the
no.
same size, and I cast minor illusion on
Buddy, why don't you
Or-
let me cast minor illusion?
Okay.
JD's is probably going to be better.
Okay. Doesn't matter. Minor illusion is minor.
Yeah, it's
Very
true.
well.
I mean, doesn't it?
It has to
think
be.
to
You have to
peek
be in
through it,
range,
you
and
have
it
to
only
get
lasts a
above it.
minute. Is what I'm.
But by the time that it gets out of my range, I can be out the door.
All right.
We are not sticking around to sign
2 hours
autographs.
Oh my god. We are cutting close on the time there, ladies. But, you know.
Oh.
So, you guys. All right. So you hand Zachariah the quartz. Did you have it tumbled into a sphere, or?
Yes.
Okay. So it is actually a lovely sphere. It's about the same size.
I had all of them spheres.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can retcon that. It's about the same size, and it's like, even underwater, it's got this comforting, like, heavy weight to it. And it's really nice. And you hand it to Zachariah, and as...
Do I know?
Do you know? I mean, yes.
Yeah. I can tell. Okay.
And as you do this, a couple of game administrators come over, and they're like, alright. Congratulations. You actually see Nelson with them, and he says, hi, have you played before?
I give Nelson a thumbs up. No, I give him like finger guns.
I don't know what that... where did you come from? I mean,
Don't say yes or no, just do the finger guns.
You know, I get that question a lot. I also get the question, where did I go? No, I'm gonna stop. I'm sorry. I can't.
He is so baffled. He doesn't understand what you're saying to him right now. He just wants to know how this could have happened. These are two, like, practiced teams, and these 6 weirdos from another plane of existence showed up and beat him.
Well,
You got dunked on, kiddo.
Well, you see, there's an interesting story behind that.
What?
And Mir doesn't elaborate from there.
shared right now.
Okay. Yeah, you guys stable your mounts and do all this stuff, and you can now,
Mir, like, gives her Squid a little bye pat.
The squid does a really cute thing where it takes both of its, like, big pat tentacles and does, like, a little pat on both sides of your face. And, like, does a little, like, bye-bye wave.
I scratch my eel, give it a little bit of jerky.
This is the happiest eel you've ever seen in your entire goddamn life, and is most likely the happiest eel you will ever see.
You've done
I
a
can't
great
speak
job.
with animals on myself again because the 10
Yes.
minutes is probably over.
Yes.
And I ask my the campus if they enjoyed themselves.
He did. He did so much. He did so much. He got to go around. He got to sting people. They're friends, but it's okay. It's okay. Oh my god. Dude, it's okay. Okay. So they got to sting people. He got to go around. Oh, okay, but it's okay because they're friends.
Alright, we need to get going before they find out.
Alright. So you guys are just taking this thing and running?
Dashing.
Let's go, yeah.
Thanks for the great time. Have a good one.
And
See
Nelson's
you
like,
around.
wait, but don't you oh, okay.
No. We're out.
He looks
No autographs.
There's water breathing spells failing. I need to get them back quick.
Oh, right. Of course. Your disguise self wore off a long time ago.
Did it? Well, then I
yes.
even cast it.
Like an hour.
Yeah. No, because you cast another concentration spell.
Oh yeah, that too.
Wait, what was the concentration spell?
Dude, Mage Hand is concentration.
Mage Hand is concentration. Minor Illusion is concentration.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, fine. Whatever.
He doesn't seem too bothered by your
Okay.
illusion.
Bye!
And you leave them in the dust, just holding their weird chunk of quartz, and after, as you are swimming slowly-ish away. By the way, Brahm, you notice that as you're swimming at, like, double the speed of everybody else. For some reason, moving around in water is really easy for you. And, as you guys are booking it through the water, you see another merfolk come up to poor Nelson and start like berating him, and he's like, "What just happened?" And Nelson is like, I don't know. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was gonna." And you you get the idea that guy is Games Master Gareed, who you never actually interacted with. But you're out.
Oh my god.
You guys are running.
Oh shit, we're out.
All right. Would you like to go faster in any way, shape, or form?
We're off like a dirty diaper.
Yeah,
if there's a way we can go faster,
would I be
then
able to speed us up? Could I do the thing like I did in the plane of air, except instead of course, flying, this time being a shark with rope tied around me and be
almost
trailing
along like
everybody
beads on a
behind us?
string or
Yes.
fish on a line.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, and would that make us faster?
Yes.
So then I'm gonna do that.
All right.
Falcon?
Yeah?
Falcon, as we go, I would like to get my water skin and just fill it up with elemental water.
Okay.
Does it have electrolytes?
Probably.
Yes.
Lots.
Are they what the plants crave, though? That's the real question here.
Yep, they're also what I crave.
Okay. All right. You guys you latch on to a very, very swift Tiska, and you zoom for about exactly the same amount of time as you did before, about an hour and a half. And then you see the rift ahead of you. You just going for it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we just need to get
for it,
going.
I'm gonna drop.
Tiska, you might want to wild shape out.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop wild shape right as we get there, and then go.
God damn it,
Swim
I was
the
hoping
last
you would
bit.
forget. Alright. You guys go flying through, and unfortunately it is not a shark that comes flying through the rift.
That would be
It's a huge
hilarious.
disappointment to me.
That would have been hysterical,
Mm-hmm.
but I would also suffocate.
Then you can just shape out the second you get back.
Yeah.
You could roll an I was about to say you could roll an acrobatics check to like change midair and land on your feet, but
Hell
you
yeah,
have to
oh my
make
God.
a
Alright,
dexterity
honestly,
modifier.
yes, fantastic idea. Let's do that.
Okay.
Let's see how badly I do.
Come on. I believe in you.
Believe in the heart of the dice.
17. I rolled a nat 19.
Damn, dude.
Nice.
As a shark, you go flying through the rift, you come out into bright daylight, and you are a shark, and you're like 20 feet off the fucking ground. And you're like, I'm a shark! And as you fall, you shift back, and you flare your wings, and you do like a sick landing, and it looks awesome.
Superhero landing? Does she
Hell
do
yes.
the superhero landing?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
3-point landing.
Yes. And the scientists are like, what the fuck just happened?
Best roll of the fucking night.
Hell yeah. And you have escaped from the plane of water. All of you. You are all dripping wet. Even with the water
Do
breathing.
we still have our armbands on?
Oh yeah, I guess you do. You just kind of took them.
Souvenir!
Send it to Hana.
Yeah,
Oh,
you took
Hana's
those
getting a big
armbands with
package
you.
this week.
You are
Whole
all
bunch of
completely
stickers.
soaking wet. It's a little bit cold. And you've succeeded.
Can I use prestidigitation to clean us off?
You can. It'll take a little bit, but you can.
I do it. I do
Alright.
it. I do it to myself first.
Of course.
Oh well.
I'm gonna do a little produce flame to dry myself off a little bit. With the heat.
Yeah.
Warm up.
All right. Okay. Everybody's
I
good. All
find
right.
a way.
Who's got the source?
That would be me.
Minato, I believe.
I have the source code, but that's different.
Okay, Minato.
I pull it out and just kind of
Smashed it.
lob it up and down in my hand.
Yeah.
And I go up to Brahm and I go, would you do the honors?
Yeah.
Smash it with the hammer! The new hammer!
Smash with your new hand.
Brahm, you gonna smash that thing?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Nice. Roll strength check.
Okay, got a 15 plus my +5 bonus.
Yeah.
+1 for
That'll
the
do
hammer, because it's magic.
Are you smashing it with the hammer or just smashing it?
Just smashing it with my manly dwarf arms.
Nice. You fucking smash it. It's a little glass sphere, it's full of water.
Smashing!
Completely full, and when you break it, water goes everywhere. And then the shards hit the ground, and as you look back to the rift, the blue fades back to that soap bubble sheen.
Nice.
And you have closed the third realm from the rift. Congratulations!
Let's party down.
You can tell I
Actually,
spent 99% of my time writing that on the fucking game.
Perfect.
No, babe.
Well worth it.
No.
What?
Look in the Twitch chat.
No.
No, babe. I love you.
Becky.
What happened?
Becky.
I can't see the Twitch chat. Help me.
I am missing some sort of reference. Just as "let me smash."
Oh no. It's bad. Oh, Becky.
Becky,
I'll-
let me smash.
Link you the video, Skylar.
Yeah, you need to watch that video. It's amazing.
So good.
Alrighty then.
That video is terrible.
Alright.
You're terrible.
I found
Well,
it.
yeah,
just
but that's
Oh
a
my
second.
god, there's a fucking emote for that shit? Jesus.
I don't know which of my servers that's from, but oh.
Alright, I'm gonna disconnect right now and then
Not
outro
the
my
meme
stream and
core
I'll be back.
JB.
All right.
Wait, no.
What was that?
Falcon, I want to get Lorelai to give me a vial to put all this elemental water in.
Oh, sure, yeah, she'll give it to you.
Heck, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Sick.
Thanks,
Alright,
that's all.
I'll be back. I'll be back to chat about
Right.
how it went and stuff in just a moment. Alright. So that was something. So hey, hey, thanks everybody for stopping by tonight. I spent 99% of my time on the game, as you might be able to tell. But I think it turned out alright. So yeah. It was pretty great. I'm not gonna level him up this week, I'll level him up next week, I think. I don't really have any announcements other than that, I don't know if I'll be I'll probably be streaming Thursday. I don't have to work or anything in the afternoon, and though I do have an exam, so wish me luck on the exam. Thank you, Noe, for the bits. Hey, thanks everybody for all like the cheers tonight. It's been super, super nice getting to see my little bits cup throw them everywhere, which is hilarious to me. Yeah, wish me luck on my exam on Thursday and on a research paper that I have to write for tomorrow. Thank you, Dan Dramon. And I'm gonna go ahead and outro the stream and then let you guys listen to some songs while I go and take care of some stuff and then chat with my lovely dudes. Alright, so, thank you all for stopping by tonight. It was great fun, and I'll be sure to try and get some of the earlier episodes uploaded. Because I need to edit them first. Other than that, I don't really have any other things to talk about, so before you go to sleep tonight, I would appreciate it if you would take a couple minutes to wander around your house and make sure you don't have any extra lights on, any electronic devices plugged in that aren't in use, any chargers plugged in that are not charging anything, any water dripping from your faucets, etc. Please go around your house and make sure none of that shit's going on, and do that, if you will, as a favor to me and to your planet. Thank you all very much. I will see you on Thursday evening, and until then, good night.